There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Okay, same as everything. Gemstones, there are different levels and degrees of quality. Same as there are different degrees of leather goods and clothing and food, I suppose. That's absolutely the case here. I'm about to bring you really prestigious quality. Now, when it comes to your topaz, you've heard me say before, it's a naturally brilliant form of gemstone. Like diamonds, it loves to have internal clarity. It loves to be beautifully flawless. It can come in different colours and tones. You can have sky blue, Swiss blue, London blue. You can have Imperial topaz. But when in terms of its colourless beauty, the more crisp and eye clean it is, the absolute better. Now, I haven't seen such an embellished strand of topaz here at Jewellery Maker before. And yes, it is more considered. You know, if you're looking at sort of the bargain deals, I can certainly bring you those. This is one for the collectors and the connoisseurs. But bang for buck, what you're getting is no reflection of the true value or worth. It's all about that paparazzi flash. It's all about that incredible sparkle. It's about that internal clarity. It's about the fact that there is relatively no inclusions which are visible to the eye. Now, if you want to take your piece of jewellery and maybe you've got one of the Tanzanite rondelles, maybe you've got one of the Imperial topaz, and you want to create that added sparkle, that added pizzazz, this is what you need to get. 30 carats in total of beautiful, dazzling white topaz. Look at that sparkle. That paparazzi flash. Yeah, more considered. But this is a more considered strand. Without shadow of a doubt. It's going to be what, Kim? Wait. Hold up. Martha's just stepped into the studio looking all fabulous, and you're totally rocking that dress, Martha. Can you just come here a minute?
Yes, please. That's
because
what I wanted to do.
Kim has said to me earlier on that this strand was going to be considered.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you guys at home, but I don't consider a price point that starts with a 2
No way.
And I'm not talking 200
No way.
to be considered for the quality of topaz that you've got here.
Oh, it's really lovely.
Look at this.
It's really very beautiful, isn't it? For your bridal jewellery, that
Look,
would be
look. With your dress.
But look, I want to show Kim actually, and everybody at home. Sorry to digress from your white topaz, but look at the sugar skulls we've got coming up with Claire at 1. Fiona loves them too. Aren't they amazing?
You need some white.
Really different for Jewellery Maker, isn't it?
You need some white topaz in there as well.
We definitely do.
Oh, right in his eyes.
Sorry to interrupt your beautiful white
I'll
topaz
let you off
style.
because that's awesome.
Innit?
I'll let you off. Otherwise,
And you like me as well.
I do like you.
I like you too. I'll see you in a minute.
mwah, mwah, mwah. We'll let her off, won't we? Gosh, she looks amazing too. Do you know what else is amazing? Kim, you said this was going to be considered. You said, well, I was honestly expecting, hand on heart, on my, I'm not going to say it because I don't like saying it, but I genuinely thought this was going to be more like £100, like £89, £99. How many have we got available of these? 80 in the world. I'm going to get the housekeeping out the way. We've got a limited quantity. I'm not surprised because it's some of the finest grade that I've ever seen, and it's £24.95. My goodness, Kim, I don't know whether you were hiding this from me, the fact that it was £24.95 either or. I'm delighted for the surprise. If you want decolourless like beauty, if you want sparkle like one of the most incredible flawless diamonds, if you want that high-end performance, then this is without shadow of a doubt the one to get to. Listen, can we just trace our steps whilst you're dialing through? When I started this very star buy, what did I say? I actually said, yes, this is going to be one for it is more of an investment strand. I genuinely thought, and don't forget, I've only been able to print off 2 sheets for this week, for today's performance because our printers have gone down. I actually like it sometimes because it keeps me on my toes. It makes me sort of. It's a genuine response when I actually see the colours. £24.95. I thought this was going to be sort of 89 or sort of 99. Wait. Kim, I don't often do this, but I'm throwing my dollies out my pram. I can't believe they've not sold out. I can't believe, it's obviously me, I can't believe that these haven't sold out already. Come the repeats, they absolutely will. Amazing, absolute. That with your green topaz that you had earlier on, just incredible. Now, talking of topaz, one of the rarest, in fact probably the rarest of your topaz is Imperial. Imperial topaz is from one very prestigious location on the planet, and it aspires to be quite similar to a papadaccia sapphire, to have like a gorgeous sunset, a wonderful golden tone, if natural, exceedingly rare and sought after. Imperial topaz, as the name suggests, again has got a real significance in the gemstone world. Often likened in terms of its rarity along with your alexandrites, your zarites, your Paraiba tourmalines, your papadaccia sapphires, and you can see actually the distinct similarities to a papadaccia sapphire. Those that know about this gemstone or have researched this gemstone will also be familiar with the fact that more is often invested into the mining of this gem than actually comes out. In an entire day that one of my previous colleagues actually spent at one of the Imperial mines, he said, I saw one single gemstone, just one gemstone, an entire day actually be unearthed. One. What happens then, the miner, and it's sort of sectioned off into different locations, the miner will take it to a specific office type thing, basically, which they weigh it, they obviously give out the dimensions, one in an entire 24-hour period. If you think about the mining costs, the diesel, most of the actual mining equipment actually runs off diesel, that wouldn't even be covered within that one individual gemstone. So it is very often regarded as the ultimate treasure chest, the one that very wealthy businessmen often invest in, simply because, not because it's a business reason, because it's a beautiful and exciting gemstone to have under your belt, I suppose. Let's bring that price tag in because it is a recap. Don't forget it is Free Gift Friday, $9.95. Wait, I'm bringing it back in. This along with those stunning colourless topaz. How high end is this? To me, this is like a zarite and a diamond.
Absolutely. They're stunning.
Need.
What gorgeous, yeah, need both. Need.
That's less than, hang on. This was $9.95 and these were $24.95. So less than £35, just under. You've got a really high end piece.
You thread those onto just one strand, but really bunch the clear topaz in between each one of the Imperial topaz, and they're framing it.
They really are. I'm thinking of there's a Tiffany's piece of jewellery, and I haven't got the picture here in the studios, but a Tiffany's piece of jewellery which used, I'm pretty sure it was Imperial topaz, and it was like a fantastic waterfall-like design, and it had diamonds rather than brilliant cut topaz. But again, a great alternative to some flawless diamonds here. Wow. 60 carats in total. Well done to our collectors and connoisseurs who are getting involved. We brought you some amazing opportunities of really exciting and rare gemstones. And totally and utterly natural. Now, ticking lots of boxes in terms of price points, aren't we, today? Shall I bring you some bundles? Moving on to... Oh. You know, you said earlier on, Fee, that we haven't had shell pearl in I don't know how long.
Yeah.
I've brought 2 lots today, haven't I?
Yeah.
Spoilt you, but these are the drops.
Oh, lovely.
They are really adorable.
Lovely.
Look at these. Half drilled. So if you have got any of your half drilled findings, then all you need is a little bit of your really strong glue, a dab of that in the gemstone or on the finding, actually secure and position it into the actual shell pearl itself, and you've got wonderful cascade drops. Or alternatively, day at the races with mind, that's coming up tomorrow and Sunday. These can be protruded, I suppose, in a fan-like design for your fascinators and things like that.
Definitely. Or you could have, you know, sort of some, like a florally brooch.
Yeah.
To tie it to keep your nice scarf together, and then you could have them coming out with a little drop off each one, cascading down.
I love that idea. A little bit of movement in there too.
Yeah.
I love the colours as well, because they are very sort of mother of the bride or day at the race styles.
They are lovely.
You can imagine, especially in the summer, where you're going to see more of these gorgeous pinks and peacock colours. You can imagine these and then sort of colour matching them to your outfit, just having that colour pop. I've got a fascinator at home which was made by a lady who's very well known in hat work. I'm sure I know there is a technical term and a correct terminology, but I can't think what it is right now. Anyway, she actually used to make hats and fascinators for Lady Diana, and I think she still does for the royal family. She's based back in my hometown, and I can imagine just a couple of these. She'd probably just use a couple dispersed in amongst some feathers in a fascinator. It would look absolutely amazing, and it's always 3-figure price tag. Always. Now you've got 15 in here, including your pink, including your blue, so lovely colours and tones. I'll just pick one of them up so you can actually see the shape as well. There we go. Should be 85. However, you're getting 15 pieces, 15 pendants if you wish. Or pairs of earrings, $9.95 for a genuine gemstone. Yes, which has been reconstituted. Doesn't really make it any less desirable, does it? Absolutely not. It'd be very, very rare to actually get perfect teardrops like this in their cultivated form. Stay where you are on those phone lines for just $9.95 only. Fabulous deal, and very perfect to create very easy pieces of jewellery. Now, how about from your teardrops? You had hearts earlier on. Let's bring you some lovely stars in your pyrite and hematite. Pyrite and hematite are they're 2 different sizes. Wow. Pyrite and hematite are very lustrous as gemstones, so they've got a lovely surface luster. fool's gold, pyrite's often referred to. Perfect for wish bracelets, aren't they? Perfect for wish bracelets. Just a couple of these, or just one of these, simply stranded onto maybe some hemp cord or satin cord or your S-long cord. Now, you could use the hematite actually as spaces in between, couldn't you? Yeah. Absolutely, because they're all 3 different sizes. The pyrite themselves are a little bit more puffy.
Yeah, I like the different sizes, and I think that the little tiny hematite in between them, like you say, that pops it. That really does pop
lifts.
it. Absolutely. But all would work so well together.
They do, don't they? And I love the fact that you've got that more vintage gold with the pyrite and that real brassy yellow gold with the hematite as well. Stunning. I absolutely love them. And stars, very complex to facet with a gemstone because you have got those 5 points.
Yes.
So really, really complex to actually to manipulate the gemstone in such a way. So you go from your 12 millimeters size stars, which are just here, to your 10 millimeter size stars, to your 5 millimeter stars, which are just here as well. So perfect. Perfect spectrum of sizes, I suppose, as well. Low in stock, though. The first time I've brought you stars today should be £16.85. However, today, £11.85. Sorry, £95 for 3 strands of beautiful, genuine gemstones. I don't think there's a single gem that won't match these as well because they have got that lovely golden colour. Stay where you are. I'm moving quickly because I've got lots to bring you in this hour. And I'm bringing you next, some tubes. These haven't been on your screens for an absolute age. Now, last time I brought these, one of them, I forget which guest designer it was, forgive me, actually restranded them, and it was really long. It was a long length. So please don't misinterpret how, whilst they're small in size, these little tubes, the dimensions, the circumference, I suppose, it's quite deceiving just how much you get. Also, it's a great way of replenishing your stash with your pinks, your blues, your greens, your whites, your reds, your yellows, the different types of yellows. Some are neon, some are fluorescent colours, some are more primary. So great way of replenishing your stash. You're getting 2 tubes as well. There's 210 in each of those. 210 carats, that is, and it is your quartz. Now, quartz is a gemstone which can really absorb colours and dyes, so that's how you get these really zesty colours. What I love about it is that you will often find it's a more affordable alternative to maybe buying all of these individual gemstones. For example, well, I don't think I could replicate that neon yellow, but you've got Tanzanite blues, you've got amethyst purples, you've got morganite peaches, you've got sapphire pinks, ruby reds, sapphire blues, you've got wonderful peridot greens in there, certainly citrine colours, 6 millimetre rounds, so very versatile shape and size. I'm sure one of these used to be that, didn't they? Apparently they both should be £13.90 for 420 carats of genuine gemstones. Just imagine how many strands this will actually equate to. I know the tubes are quite deceiving. Imagine how many individual strands these would equate to and how many different colours there are. £8.95. Great way of replenishing your stash. And for those of you that are new to us here at Jewellery Maker, what we mean by that is a great way of actually bringing you a multitude of different gemstones. Lots of different gemstones, different colours, still being your genuine gems. Now, for those of you that are new to Jewellery Maker, listen, we're very much in the same position. I'm not new, but I'm still very much a basic jewellery maker. I look at these and just think, you know, something a little bit fun, something quite simple. You can restrand them on clear elastic and you've got a piece of jewellery which has been around for absolutely ages and still really fun to wear. And don't forget, even if you don't make a purchase today, if you dial through, speak to our contact centre, you can get a free booklet and get started DVD. So please do that. We'd love to welcome you to the family rather. Moving on to aha, there we go. rich, regal, globally infamous. Look at the intensity of colour that you're seeing on this strand. Look at that wonderful velvety purple. It's like your top fee.
Yeah.
That's everything. Is it your birthstone too?
Yeah.
This month's birthstone. So you're a February baby.
I am. I was.
You've had your birthday?
I've had my birthday, yes.
Celebrated?
Very much so.
So I'm sure you enjoy a lot of amethyst then?
I do.
Now, as an amethyst lover then, Fiona, you'll know, and I'm sure you'll agree, it's the more intense, regal colours which are more sought after.
Yes, it is.
But it's a little known fact, and please be dialing through because already this is very, very, very busy. Most amethyst starts or is unearthed as a citrine. So amethyst and citrine are both formed within a geode. They're unearthed and then citrine can be heated to transform it to this gorgeous velvet purple. However, that makes amethyst very sought after, by the way, and very rare in its natural form. This is natural. The majority of amethyst that you see in the jewellery industry today was probably, especially if it says that it's been treated, actually started its journey, started its life as a citrine. This is totally natural, intense, velvety, regal purples with all of its wonderful pleochroism. Can you see those secondary tones, those flashes of pinks coming through? That's everything that we aspire to. Now, we have got a massive quantity of these and it's coming your way at a Friday price point. So good savings. Don't forget, it is Free Gift Friday. We've still got quantity, but they are really going quickly. Today, for your faceted ovals, they should be $8.95. Lowest price point though. Wow. Checkerboard facet across the surface. Can you imagine just one of them set? Can you imagine just one of those set into gold, platinum, $6.95 only for all of these big solitaires, and they are big solitaires. If you look at a wonderful article, which I still continue to read, and I've read it time and time and time again, it's within the Telegraph magazine, and it's called Purple Rain. Not rain as in the weather, rain as in returning to your rightful rain. And it's talking about amethyst of this particular colour and quality, how so many of the big designers like Fabergé, like Chopard, like Kiki Macdonald, big high-end globally renowned designers are desperately using amethyst in their collections because of its beautiful regality, I suppose. America's First Lady had a wonderful piece of jewellery commissioned by Kiki Macdonald, and I've seen the pictures. I'm not making direct comparisons, but if you look at that article, and it has got lovely pictures and publications of jewellery, great for inspiration as well, you'll see it's the regal, intense purples that the big designers are actually seeking. So wonderful read, and super affordable if you're on those phone lines. Well, so many of you are already. Congratulations, I've got to move on. Wow, okay. Precious metal for the first time today, outside of that chain. We had the chain earlier on. There are only 11 of these. Comes in one of our gorgeous gold boxes. How many pieces of jewellery can you create out of this? Well, you've got the gemstones, you've got all the findings. Even when it comes to the inside, I know I'm showing you a box. I am showing you a box. But to me, this tells you the luxury. You've got velvet interior. Beautiful. They cost money as well, don't they? Now, I'm going to come back to the genuine gemstones. It is Tanzanite, but first I'm going to show you all of the sterling silver findings that you get, including your shepherd hooks. 2 pairs of these in sterling silver. There they are. Including your toggle clasps, which are just here. Two of those. Beautiful, high gram weight. As you can see, the average gram weight is 8 in this very pack. 2 of your S-hook clasps. 2 of those. You've got your length of chain, which is 8 inches in total. Oh no, it's not, I beg your pardon, it's more than that. It's actually 20 inches, so more than enough to create a neckline piece as well. You've got your crimps, you've got your jump rings, and you've got your spacers. So much oodles of sterling silver in here, plus the lovely box that I showed you earlier on, and your stunning Tanzanite. Now, we've only got a few opportunities. It is more limited edition. It is more of a prestigious package that we put together, one for our connoisseurs. But how many pieces of jewellery can you create? I mean, Fiona, I'm thinking you only need a couple of those rondelles on a shepherd hook pair of earrings.
You wouldn't need very many at all. Those strands, I tend to make a full set of jewellery, so I'll order 3 pieces.
Yeah.
So I will get a pair of earrings, because you're going to put it with some lovely sterling silver. I will get a necklace, even if it's only the centrepiece that goes
absolutely.
Here. And I'll fill that out with some lovely sterling silver, and then either a bracelet or a ring.
Yeah, well, you've got the chain for the necklace, even if you did like an inch long of your Tanzanite. Yeah. You've got the chain, additional chain for your bracelet,
yeah.
And you've got the toggles for both of those, the clasp for both of those, or the S-hook, depending on which you prefer. You've got enough to make 2 pairs of earrings, plus so much more if you wanted to. Now, it's been on your screens previously at £34.95. Incredible. I'd pay that for the Tanzanite. I'd certainly pay it for the sterling silver. The final remaining quantities that we have available in our vault, first come, first serve, £29.95. 8 grams is the average gram weight of sterling silver that you actually have here. So it is a substantial amount of precious metal as well. Obviously, we're going to need our luxurious precious metal alongside Tanzanite of this calibre. If every single one of our web bidders checks out, we're already oversubscribed. So what does that tell you? Very, very sought after. And again, you'd recuperate that cost surely in one piece of jewellery, and then some, I'd hope. So those of you that have got Jewellery Maker as a business, or maybe are thinking about, do you know what I love about Jewellery Maker as well? Sorry to interrupt myself, but just like how just flicking through the channels and somebody new can go, hey, this is a potential business venture in my spare time. You know, in my spare time, I can be making pieces of jewellery and maybe selling them at school fetes or on the internet, something like that, because globally Tanzanite is infamous. And here at Jewellery Maker, we bring you quality Tanzanite. Whilst I know our graphics don't say it's graded, it doesn't mean it's not graded, but that would actually add to the cost. Precious stamped 925 sterling silver as well. I know that you'd be getting a much higher price tag than that. Now don't forget, it's also Free Gift Friday. You get 2 strands of beautiful genuine gemstones free of charge with every order that is over £35 until stock lasts. Moving on. I tell you what we'll do. We'll stick to your high-end collections like this, and we'll bring you the equivalent, but in your opal. Look how hydrophane these are. Hydrophane, liquid-like, basically. The Ethiopian opal mine is no longer in production, the main seam, which has been mined for the past few decades. It was only discovered in the 1980s. Actually deplete already. However, there is a small location just to the west, which is unearthing amazing opal, natural opal, obviously, which a lot of collectors and miners and traders are saying it's all about the hydrophane performance, and they've certainly got this here. Do you see that kind of liquid-like beauty? It's a long strand of Ethiopian opal. 40 pieces and 20 carats of opal that you're getting here, with really intense sphene yellows, gorgeous. Oh, look at that red. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Move my finger here. Look, look, look. Look at that. Look at that red. That's the rarest colour to get within an opal. I'm going to spiral this up as well so you can really see those silica spheres. Whilst you're dialing through, you've got your sterling silver coming with this as well. It's a long strand of Ethiopian opal here. I'll try and put the tassels to the back so you can just see that. I really appreciate the gemstone more so. If I do what I'm doing now, just sheltering it ever so slightly, with cupping it with my hands, because obviously here in the studio it's a false light basically. This is what opal will look like, or this strand will look like rather, in its truest form. When you get this home, when you've got a single light source, whether it be incandescent lighting, whether it be daylight, whether it be candlelight, this is what you'll actually see in a more truer form. Look at the quality, and you can also see that hydrophane performance that we were referring to. Absolutely incredible play of colour. Again, those of you that do direct comparisons, and I want you to. How many jewellers will tell you to do that? I want you to compare the quality of our opal here to what you can see elsewhere at a far, far, far higher price tag. Don't forget you also have the sterling silver findings which come your way. 40 pieces in total. And 20 carats of this of October's birthstone. So you have got your 20-inch length of sterling silver chain. You've got your spacer beads. You've got your shepherd hooks. You've got your S hooks. You've got your tubes, silver tubes. You've got your open jump rings, your extended chain. Excuse me, and also the beautiful example of this strand that I have in my hand. Now, you've seen deals of high-end gemstones. This should be coming your way. What? Wait. Our sterling silver findings alone are usually £15, aren't they?
Yeah.
On that basis, you're getting the opal. Well, now you're getting it for £3.
Wow.
This is 44 pence per sterling silver finding, forgetting about the opal and forgetting about the box. 44 pence for the sterling silver findings, each obviously, and the opals for free basically. Julie, Janet, Zara, savvy shoppers, well done. And don't forget, all adding towards your free gift Friday of £35. If you spend that, then you get 2 strands of genuine gemstones absolutely free. Sarah, Merseyside, Carol, congratulations. Suzanne in Norfolk, you've got yours. Cheryl in Devon, lovely to have your company. Oh, can we just look at this all day? Look at those pinks. Look at the glow. Wow. This is why I love gemstones. This is why they just never fail to amaze me. How incredible that Mother Nature has created these wonderful treasures. However, it may well be only a few years, and of course I'm not saying this is indefinite, I don't know, I'm guessing, but we do know that Ethiopian opal, the main seam's depleted. There's only a tiny location to the west which is being unearthed right now, so potentially we say goodbye to Ethiopian opal before Tanzanite. I know, and I know Kim's very saddened by that. It's her favourite gemstone. Kim, can I just ask you, is Ethiopian opal your favourite or Australian? Yeah, me too. She said Ethiopian. Me too. I think because it's actually got that liquid-like appearance. You're not just seeing the play of colour across the surface of the opals. You can see into the heart, can't you? You can actually see that almost sort of semi-translucency. Kim said to me, my producer, it literally blows my mind, Elle, that it's totally natural. It is amazing. It's like a galaxy, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. I love Australian opal. I own Australian opal, but yeah, Ethiopian opal does really grab my attention because I think you see more of the phenomena. You see more of the play of colour. Annalisa, Jennifer, well done. Angela, you've got yours. Anne, you've got yours. Rachel, Sarah, good luck to those of you that haven't checked out. And stay on those phone lines, everybody. Don't forget you get all your sterling silver as well. Now it's time for your incredible creations. We haven't forgotten you. Of course not. Of course not. Fingers crossed as well for the draw on Wednesday. It is, of course, the Wall of Fame. I don't move as quickly as I used to.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I'm a big lump, that's why. A big old lump with sciatica as well.
Oh, no.
It's all worth it, isn't it? It's all absolutely worth it. Do you know what? And it's worth coming across here to see your incredible creations as well. I love this bit.
And me.
Do you want to start first, my darling?
I can do. I've not even had a look yet, but I saw that and thought, nice. Okay, so I have, first of all, number 227, and this is from Wendy Chamberlain. Hi all at JM. My entry for this week's Wall of Fame is wire-wrapped pendant and choker made with antique 1.5 wire as structure wire with 0.8 to wrap with hematite gems, all from JM. Please could you also say Dawn? Please could you also say Dawn? Get sending. Dawn, get sending. Yes, we need to see your entry too.
Absolutely. Dawn?
Yeah.
Come on.
Dawn, get sending. Good luck from us all. To us all. From Wendy in Romford.
Ah, beautiful Wendy. Yeah, come on, Dawn, get sending those Wall of Fame entries in, please. Number 226, I've got someone's been very busy. Look at this. Comes from Bernadette Lacey. What a pretty name, Bernadette, in County Carlow, Ireland. And she says, hi all, this is my second ever entry to the Wall of Fame. I do hope it makes it. Well, it certainly has, Bernadette, as it would make my day. I have made 2 bracelets. One has a 6 and a 4mm rose quartz, and the other has 6mm rose quartz and purple quartz as well, and silver plated toggle clasps and threads, all from Jewellery Maker. The seed beads are from my stash. The purple bracelet is a gift from my sister's birthday. Thank you for all the laughs and good luck to all the entries. And that's Bernadette Lacey over in County Carlow, Ireland. Stunning, Bernadette, and she's going to love that. I certainly would. Number 226.
And I have at number 229, this caught my eye, I have to say. This is from Angelina Croft, and she's called this her Milky Way collar.
I love that.
Hello JM, here I've used a lot of very subtle multicoloured beryl rondelles and brelets in a crocheted silver collar. It has already left my collection just 3 days after creation. Sincerely, Angelina. I'm not surprised it did. That is stunning.
Yeah, really works.
Really is beautiful.
I think what an appropriately named piece of jewellery as well. Milky Way. I've got number 228. Look at this flora creation. And we're talking about Day at the Races. This would be absolutely appropriate. Comes from Jenny Gamble. Hello to you, Jenny. And she says, please find attached my entry to this week. It's my first hair piece made with wire mesh. I had good fun making it. I hope you like it. Sorry about the photo not showing up. No, we can see that absolutely perfectly. And she said, good luck to all. And that's Jenny Gamble. Wonderful, Jenny. And I can just imagine that in the summer. Look incredible. Love our wire mesh as well. You're number 228.
And I have number 231, and this is from Beryl Walker. Hi to all you amazing people at JM. Here is my Wall of Fame, a butterfly which I've made using 4 amalite fossils, sapphires, tiger's eye, carnelian, spinel and picture jasper, woven together with bronze copper wire, all bought from JM. I'm so pleased with the outcome. It was quite a challenge that I set myself. Good luck to all who enter. Love, Beryl. That is stunning.
Amazing, Beryl.
Absolutely stunning.
Can you imagine that across the decolletage as well?
Beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
Fabulous. You're so clever. You are so clever. Number 230. Beautiful photo, this as well. And we're talking about quality labradorite. This comes from Janice, an amazing jewellery work. Hello to you, Janice. And she says, attached is a necklace made with beautiful aquamarine and faceted rondelles and 2 special labradorite faceted slabs. It's hard to see, but the labradorite is amazing. Oh no, I can see it, definitely. It's amazing. Silver blue flash on both sides and complements the aquamarine well. All findings are sterling silver and mostly all from Jewellery Maker. All the very best, and that is Janice. Wonderful, Janice. Absolutely beautiful piece. And you can see that labradescence. It's glowing, yeah.
Well, this is fab because this is a brand new entry because this is the first time this lady's ever entered. And it's from Vivian Fay. Hi everyone, I'm sending my first 2 entries. Hope you like them. All is from JM except the clip on the earring findings. Good luck to everyone, and that's Vivian in Hampshire. Fab, and it's really good to have other new people sending in all the time.
Love it, love it, love it. Keep the Jewellery Maker family growing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm adding to the population, so should. So should everybody else. 232. I love this piece of jewellery. This is totally something, if I walk past your craft fair, I would totally buy. Because it's got movement as well and texture. And it comes from, let me see, Joanne Davenport. Hello to you, Joanne. Hi, hi. Here is my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's a bubble ring made with lavender pearls and a rope design adjustable ring. All components of Jewellery Maker, of course. Here's hoping for a win, as there's a few workshops I'd like to go on. And that's Joanne Davenport, who comes from beautiful Middlesex. Wonderful, Joanne. Love it. Look at that texture.
Fabulous.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You're number 232.
And I have number 235, and it's another first entry. This is from Mark Weller in Surrey. This is my first attempt at jewellery making. 0.5 pure copper pendant with a stainless steel chain. Good luck to everyone else. Thanks, guys. And that's Mark in Surrey.
Fabulous. Love that. That's quite Celtic.
It is,
in terms of its design. Love that design. I'm wondering, I was looking at this thinking, is this that strand that we just saw?
Looking with the colours on that, it easily could be.
I think it is, you know. I'm not 100% certain, but I think this could be the strand that we've just sold out of the remaining quantity of that labradite.
I mean, that has got, you've got the golds, the blues, green, the pinks, that, oh, gorgeous.
Last but by no means least, I've got number 234, and it comes from Francesca Prescott. Hello to you, Francesca. Lovely photos as well with the lace. Morning all, she says, or good afternoon. This is a choker I made using these beautiful luminescent labradite drops, purchased a couple of weeks ago from JM, and some pretty seed pearls from my stash. It is finished off with a sterling silver clasp. I adore the way this labradite catches the light and shows off its stunning hues. It's been a while since I entered a piece into the Wall of Fame, so hoping for a win. Good luck to everybody else in the draw, and that's kindest wishes, Francesca Prescott. Absolutely amazing, Francesca. And I totally agree with you. The way it captures and plays with the white light, but the way you've positioned it as well is really maximising on that. So stunning. And amazing photography too. Now, don't forget that not only have we got the wonderful Fee here in the studio, and we get to keep you for the remaining of the show, a little bit longer, we've also got Free Gift Friday. But can I just point out that nearly 40% of the stock has gone of our free gift. That's how busy we have been this Friday. So any order over £35 means that you will get not one but two genuine gemstone strands at random, of course, free. I love having something for nothing. Don't you? Don't you? So, if you do, then get involved. Now, Fiskars are globally renowned when it comes to your scissors. I know, believe it or not, one pair of scissors is not the same as another pair of scissors. These are, and you'll have recognised them as a brand because they're the legendary orange scissors. Now, this is the Fiskars scissors that we're talking to. Now, it's not just jewellery making. You can use these for all different types of crafts, from your intricate cuts, and I'll read what's on the front here. Sharper blades, perfect for fabric, intricate cuts, reduce hand fatigue, which is something that certainly myself, my mum suffers with as well, and maximum control. Now, they are micro-tipped, so great for jewellery making. Be on those phones as soon as you can. We outsource these because in our opinion here at Jewellery Maker, there's no comparison to Fiskars, and they are quite renowned, aren't they, with that lovely orange colour. So to make our best quality scissors, we grind our highest grade stainless steel to a precision sharp edge. The result is a scissor that makes a clean, crisp cut all the way to the tip, a feature vital for people who cut fabric. Our ergonomically designed, legendary orange handle. What a wonderfully worded sentence that. Oh, can I say it again? Our ergonomically designed legendary orange handles feel sculpted to your hand, giving you unmatched comfort, sensitivity and control when cutting. So again, this is for your textiles, which is certainly something that we are developing towards here at Jewellery Maker some more, as we favour fabrics in this wonderful craft. Great for your textiles, great for so many different mediums. They are a precision pair of scissors and absolutely the best that we can, we believe the best that you can buy. Do you agree, Fee?
I do. I've been using them in dressmaking for easily 30 years.
I didn't know you do dressmaking.
I do.
So it's Fiskars are the scissors for you.
Yeah.
And you can't cut certain things with certain scissors, can you?
No. I've got the tiny ones going right up to the great big ones that sort of got a 10-inch blade.
Yeah.
I always swear by Fiskars.
So when, you know, we talk about, and we haven't brought the price tag in just yet, but when we look at brands like this, which are so iconic, aren't they? They've been around for decades.
Yeah.
But they also tend to be a pair of scissors, as long as you don't lose them and you look after them, that you'll have 4 decades.
Well, yeah, 30 odd years.
Yeah. and you kind of remember, like I can remember my nan sort of dressmaking and my mum using Fiskars scissors.
Absolutely. You look after them and they last, and you can have them sharpened if you need to. You know, they are that good. You just keep, but I have them, and I've sort of got my dressmaking set, which goes all the way through from the little ones up to the great big ones. But then I have a paper crafting set that I keep completely separate because obviously paper does tend to blunt them. Blunt them
a little bit more. Now, we need to bring that price in already, lots of you there. See, lifetime warranty, it doesn't say, to me, you can't say any fairer than that, can you? $14.95, and they're guaranteed for life. So, yeah, you can send these off and have them resharpened as well. Yeah. So, amazing. Well done. County Atrium, Robert, Joanne, Zara, Karen, Bernadette. Hello to you, Sally. Oh, Bernadette, we've just seen you on Wall of Fame. Sally, Deborah, Gail, Josie, Janet. Hello to you, Hillia. When a company actually says lifetime guarantee, that speaks volumes to me. Speaks absolute volumes that they are guaranteeing this pair of scissors for a lifetime. Debbie in New Jersey, my Fiskar embroidery scissors are a go-to for everything for jewellery making, I bet. Because even, you know, if you think about your Eslons, if you think about your wire mesh maybe.
Yes,
definitely. You cut everything with them, can't you?
Everything, absolutely everything. And I mean, with dressmaking, I use heavy sort of Chanel tight kind of tweeds, Gucci tweeds, all of those that have got braids and things in them that you have to be careful. Fiskars just cut through them.
Yeah, no problem.
You don't have to worry.
Like butter.
Like butter. It doesn't pull them, it doesn't distort them. It works.
Fabulous. Well done. I need to move on, but do stay where you are on those phone lines. I've got a few more bundles to bring you, including... Oh, this gorgeous Smoky Quartz bundle. Now, I've actually got some stunning jewellery that Anna's made for us. Look at these. Smoky Quartz. To me, it's like a cognac diamond. Gorgeous brilliance, internal clarity. It's going to be a mixture between your rich espresso tones and a glass of champagne, if that makes sense. Sparkle, but definite saturation and colour. What I love in this bundle is that you have got different combinations from your plain rounds to your faceted rounds to your nuggets as well. So, in fact, I'm actually thinking... just here, mine are... Oh, no, they're all faceted rounds. All faceted rounds, so... This is actually probably with the other ones. Bear with me. But again, a great example. So, Anne, I hope you don't mind me showing you this straight away. So, I'll move that out the way for a second as we're looking at the wrong piece of jewellery. Okay. 12mm and 10mm faceted rounds. And also 360 degrees of your gorgeous nuggets. Now, how often do you see Smoky Quartz in nuggets? Not very often, not very frequently. Oh, gosh, this is really intense. And exquisite. I was with the wonderful Linda Bromwell last night. She does make me laugh, Brummy. And obviously at Paula's Leaving Do. And she absolutely adores. She was wearing actually a necklace which was quite similar to this. It had faceting all the way around, all about the gorgeous sparkle, and this is really going to capture and play with the light. I'm just moving my hand ever so slightly, gravitating, so all of those internal brilliance and the faceting on the exterior of the gemstones plays. 165 carats in your Smoky Quartz nuggets, 236 carats in your 10mm plain rounds, and 370 carats in your Smoky Quartz 12mm millimetre plain rounds. These were alongside pearls, these alongside rose quartz looks amazing.
Yeah, and turquoise.
Turquoise. There's not many gemstones that, in fact, I can't think of any, which don't look wonderful with your smoky quartz.
No, it's a classic, isn't it, really? You can put anything with it.
Yeah.
Anything.
It's a softer way of wearing a dark, earthy colour.
It is, definitely. We had on, quite some time ago now, some little tiny rounds, and I think they may have been picture jasper, and the bigger of those faceted rounds. And one of those in between the big faceted smoky quartz was just lovely, and it just made everything was just so natural.
I totally agree. Oh, funnily enough, actually, Amelia's just stepped into the studio with the next designer inspiration. These look amazing with that as well, wouldn't they?
Wouldn't they? Yes.
Shall we? Shall we just do it quickly? Shall we just do it quickly? Just because I think these look amazing. Amelia's going to pass them over for me. Thanks, honey. Oh my goodness. Showing? Where on earth? Oh, look at those. This will be fantastic with the next designer inspiration. Okay, let's bring that price tag in. Wow. Should be £24.85. Not £24.85 for 3 beautiful strands of your smoky quartz. Don't forget Free Gift Friday. £14.95. I'm running out of time today, but it doesn't mean that you have. Stay on those phone lines, dial through as soon as you possibly can, and don't forget we're adding to your free gift. As long as you spend over £35 today, you will get 2 stunning genuine gemstone strands until stocks last. Stay where you are. I need to move on. Okie dokie, okie dokie. First time today. Your gorgeous hematite. 4 strands of in different shapes and sizes. Your rainbow hematite. So you've got tubes, you've got drops, you've got kind of rice-shaped beads, and you've got rondelles. And there's your colour pop and all of that gorgeous lustre and sparkle. 0800 644 655. Dial in as soon as you possibly can. Great for your gents jewellery, great for your ladies jewellery, great for the day at the races, when we tend to really embrace colour, don't we, at day at the races. I'm never shy of popping on something really vibrant.
No, you just can't you?
Yeah.
Strut your stuff.
You can. Get away with it somewhat.
Absolutely.
Talking of day of the race, I've got a funny story to tell you tomorrow as well. When my friends and I went to the races, went to Ascot once, and it was one of our first trips that we went to, away with the girls as teenagers. And basically us all chasing after a bus in our fascinators and high heels, because we were very close to being left at Ascot, something that you don't really want, and we actually had to jump over a 12-foot fence. Not ladylike at all. We looked the part, but there we go. I'd have loved to have been enjoying genuine gemstones like this. £20.85. Imagine how they're going to play with the light. Again, a summer wedding or a barbecue event, but so universal. Hematite is a beautifully lustrous gemstone. £9.95 only. 1, 2, 3, 4 strands of beautiful gemstones. I'm thinking gents jewellery, these would be fab as well.
Yeah, they would be. They'd go anywhere with anything.
Anything, absolutely.
Because the colour play across here is just wonderful.
And you only need one, don't you? To
do.
really inject that. It doesn't. You can use these very sparingly.
You can.
Very sparingly. It doesn't have to be massive investment of your carat weights.
And I think a little collection like that would be a really good place for a beginner to start with as well, because they generally have a really decent sized drill hole.
Yeah.
So you could do, little stretches. You
like
could
your leathers and everything like that.
Put some cords on. There's so much you could do with them, and you've got those colour pops straight away.
Love it. Well done. I've got time, I think, for one more strand, and that is I'm so glad we've got time to bring these because they're so beautiful. They've been grabbing my attention all afternoon. Don't forget Free Gift Friday, folks. Now, I've got a big quantity of these. It's going to be what looks like my last opportunity of the afternoon before the gorgeous Martha comes up rocking a dress. Oh. She's rocking it. Look at these. Do you know what? These actually, Martha, with that pendant that you're wearing, yeah. Amazing. Because I'm all into the sort of the girly rock chick style. I think this will be fantastic. Now these are big, beautiful 12mm plain rounds, totally and utterly totally natural. The I stands for waxing. I know, very weird, but yeah, it does. So it's actually a natural example of this gorgeous gemstone, and that's just literally assisting with the polish of them. Wonderful depth of colour. When it comes to rose quartz, you don't want it to be white or wishy-washy or pale or insipid. You want it to have that definite sort of candy floss or baby pink. 400 carats here. I personally just restrand these and leave them as they are. Wouldn't overcomplicate the design.
No, but I tell you what, they'd look gorgeous with that Smoky Quartz bundle.
They would look gorgeous with that Smoky Quartz bundle, wouldn't they? I totally agree, Fee.
They really would.
100%. Also, just in a simple stretchy bracelet. Because these are 12... Quartz is a durable gem. It's a really durable gemstone. So it does lend itself to sort of bracelet-like design. So we're aware it's going to have that little bit more of knock and...
Yeah. Absolutely, can do.
It can withstand that. So maybe if you're new to jewellery making, one of the easiest pieces of jewellery to make is a stretchy bracelet. And you can go onto our own website here at JewelleryMaker.com, and there's various different tutorials. Again, join us on our Facebook page as well. We're very interactive, lots of messages going around from our guest designers, etc. And you also get a free DVD, Get Started DVD. Learn to knot in between. You can keep it very, very, very simple. We should be $6.95 for genuine gemstones of rose quartz. Should. Okay, we're going out with a bang today, Fee. 12mm plain rounds for $5.95. That's a no-brainer, isn't it?
It is a bit, isn't it? Easily.
I mean, Lola Rose. So many big designers actually use this gorgeous gemstone in their pieces. Just restanded. I was only watching a shopping network the other day, and I won't say where it was or who it was in particular. I'll get myself into trouble. But let's just say a very well-known shopping channel that does sell high-end collections and designers, and it was being retailed for sort of £70–80. You can easily replicate that. Now I need to move on because I am running out of time. Don't go anywhere though, because you've got the gorgeous Martha coming up and the stunning Claire Macdonald and wonderful pieces of jewellery. Don't go anywhere though. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Have a fabulous day.
Join Jewellery Maker for our Day at the Races weekend. Our designers will have you chomping at the bit, featuring everything from micro macrame and diamond copper wire to sterling silver and fascinators. If you want to be a front runner, make sure you tune in for lots of inspiration and tutorials straight from the horse's mouth. Our amazing star buys will get you off to a flying start, and our jewellery kits are sure to put you on a winning streak. You simply must watch the show. Sorry to be a nag.
Morganite is a member of the beryl family. It was introduced to the gem market in 1911, making it a relatively new gemstone. It was named for JP Morgan, Tiffany & Co.'s gem finder extraordinaire, and this stone can be found in locations such as Brazil and Namibia. Morganite is coloured by manganese, and this gives rise to lovely pink tones and also violet to more purple tones as well. Morganite is often heated as well, and the heating process removes any yellow overtones to this stone, producing a far stronger pink colour.
Jewellery Maker have a special offer running on our workshops. If you book yourself on 4 workshops, you'll receive £50 off. We have a variety of courses to choose from beginner to advanced, covering a wide selection of mediums. This is a limited offer until the end of February, so book your places now to avoid disappointment.
Join guest designer Rachel Norris on her Artisan Earrings DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy to follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Join Jewellery Maker for our Day at the Races weekend. Our designers will have you chomping at the bit, featuring everything from micro macrame and diamond copper wire to sterling silver and fascinators. If you want to be a front runner, make sure you tune in for lots of inspiration and tutorials straight from the horse's mouth. Our amazing star buys will get you off to a flying start, and our jewellery kits are sure to put you on a winning streak. You simply must watch the show. Sorry to be a nag.
Good afternoon, Jewellery Makers. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. My name is Martha, and this is lovely Claire. We're having a bit of deja vu because you might have seen us last night.
I know.
It's like
a
you
funny
and
feeling.
me against the world, isn't it?
Yeah, what a team.
It is indeed a team. Please feel free to join us for the next 4 hours. We've got some amazing things, of which Claire is famous for: wire writing, some sugar skulls, which you might have seen on my Facebook page. It is super duper easy to order. 0800 644 655 on jewellerymaker.com or on our apps indeed as well. Now we have back in stock for you. In fact, launched just last Friday, your first ever DVD. Don't know why I sang it. Here are your details. What's it all about, Claire?
Oh, well, it's sort of, there are several different projects, sort of covering, I've tried to cover sort of all areas of jewellery. So you've got a couple of rings in there, bracelets, necklaces, some key rings. And we do quite a few different words, obviously lots and lots of different letters. Loads of motifs, so flowers, butterflies, hearts as well. How you actually attach it to, your chain, or you do macrame, things like that. We do a little rainbow as well. So it's a lot. It's wire writing and sort of a little, other bits of jewellery making.
It is absolutely wonderful. As I say, it was launched last Friday, and it absolutely flew out the doors. But maybe you weren't here. Maybe you weren't watching last Friday. Maybe you just joined us as a new jewellery making customer today. It's going to be an amazing price, like all of our DVDs. £4.95. You can get it delivered to your door for £2.95, regardless of what you buy. And it's a real inspiration. It's Claire's, as I say, it's Claire's first DVD. You're very, very proud of it, aren't you?
Yeah. It's very, very emotional. Yeah, last week. I've got it together now. I've got it together.
Absolutely, and how lovely to have Claire in your home. You've got 4 different projects on there. So you've got the Love necklace and ring, the Hope necklace, the wire writing key rings, and the Happy rainbow necklace, which is my favourite, guys. We've got it in the studio right here. It's beautiful. Is this a DVD for complete beginners?
Yes, we start from the very beginning. So it's sort of learning how to work with your chain nose pliers, your round nose pliers. So we go through different parts of the pliers and which bit is best to use for what, how we bend the wire to, you know, sort of crimp it together. And you'll get a real taste as well, because in the second demo we'll do a little bit of wire writing. And, you know, it can be from the very, very basic of wire worker. You can, you know, have a go with it, absolutely.
So to make this first necklace, the happy rainbow necklace, what kind of wire do I need at home? Is it just my basic stash?
If you've got your, I mean, obviously you can use for the rainbow part, if you've got any of like the coloured wire, that you'll need that for that. But to just do the straightforward wire writing, if you either go with a 0.8 or a 1 mil, 1 mil gauge, you can start with that. I mean, if you're happy to, if you're not going to be wearing it, you could certainly have a practice with a 0.6. You'll be able to form the letters very easily with a 0.6.
Lovely. We've already had some feedback on this DVD. Veronica in Gloucestershire, thank you so much for joining us. I love this DVD. Claire, you are brilliant.
Oh,
you're such a talented, lovely lady. It's true.
Thank you.
It's
Thanks,
so
Veronica.
very true. There's
really
even
glad.
more.
Really
Angela
glad.
in Surrey. Hi, Martha and Claire. Just watched your new DVD. Just fabulous. So clear. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's wonderful. It's so wonderful and such a relief to get good feedback that people are enjoying it. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Leanne Bracelets and Bling from Devon. Claire, could you sign a copy for me? You are amazing.
Yes, I
we
can.
should definitely do that.
Yeah.
I think with the rest of the DVDs that we've got in stock, should we sign them all?
Yeah, that would be good.
It'd be great if you could wire write your name in every single one. So wire writing, has it become quite popular in the last few years?
Yeah, massively popular. I mean, it's because it allows you to really personalise your jewellery and literally personalise, because you can put anybody's name on, or, you know, sort of pet names, or I mean, Lola loves to find her name and things, and, you know, and that is so popular, especially with children, you know, to have sort of personalised pen, I mean, everything like that.
Key rings.
But some names you just you can't get. So
my name.
Yes, well, yeah.
When I was a small child, you go around the theme parks and you go to the seaside, don't you? My brother's called Tom. There was always a key ring with Tom on it, but never a key ring with Martha on it.
But you see now, so you could make your own. And we've probably done all the letters actually in the combination of things, but especially with the mum key ring. I mean, with Mother's Day coming up, so you could do your mum, or you can turn it, because we do an O as well. So if you wanted to do mom, if that's, you know, mum or mom, because we discussed that before, and then you could put your, you know, you could do your names on there as well. So it's totally personal, and nobody's going to have anything like that, are they? They're, you know. And
this sounds like a silly question, but can we use all types of wire, like our sterling silver, our half round, our
absolutely,
squares?
yes, yeah. We'll be doing a demo. If you haven't used the square before, so I'll be doing some wire writing with square wire. Yeah, sterling silver is beautiful to work with, and that is, you know, you're sort of, if you have a look on different websites, you know, to have a personalised necklace, depending on the length of letters, you know, you're looking at about £30. So if you're going to work in sterling silver, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, and you can get really good. You know, if you go to craft fairs and you're getting really quick at it, you can just sit and do, you know, say, right, if you want to come back in half an hour or however long, and you've done a personalised.
That's amazing, isn't it? And that makes such a difference when it's personalised, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
It kind of touches your heart. It's been made especially for you. Well done to everybody going for that. Remember, it is Free Gift Friday. So if you spend over £35 today, and that could include that DVD, couldn't it? Or the kit that's coming up in a little minute. Spend £35 or more and you will receive a free Jewellery Maker gift with your order, which is absolutely amazing. As I say, super easy to order. It's a free phone number. We're in Redditch, just up the road. 0800 644 655. And as I say, this is going to be the last of stock of Claire's DVD. Have you got any ideas about what you might do with your next DVD?
I think we've talked about some floral work, some birds, things like that. So,
yeah, we did actually. The other day we had a big managers meeting and we talked about your special birds.
Yes.
Everybody loves them, don't they? So stay tuned for that. That might be coming up during the birthday week, which is in May. We will be 6 years old, which is quite incredible, isn't it? Thank you to Sharon Louise. She's texted in from South Yorkshire. Finally got my copy. Thank you for making it. Do you know what I think we'll start to see, Claire? Is we'll start to see all these designs coming in on the Wall of Fame.
I hope so. I absolutely love it. I love it when, you know, through Facebook or people send me designs that you know, I've inspired them to. I love it. I absolutely. It's wonderful. So thank you, everybody, when you do that. It's brilliant.
Belinda says from Buckinghamshire, hi Claire, got the DVD yesterday. Can't wait to watch and have a go at the weekend. Always struggle to find my son's name, so want to make it for him. Aww, That's lovely.
Yeah. Oh, make sure you send me a picture then, Belinda. That's yeah. Good luck.
You've got a Facebook page, haven't you? Which everybody can pop their pictures on.
They can. You can either do. I do it through my personal one as well. So just Claire Macdonald or my JM guest designer.
Oh, lovely,
Claire
lovely
Macdonald.
stuff. So if you do want to give us a text today for Claire, 60777. It's free if you do it on the website, or normal network charges apply. If you've got any questions for Claire, she is our wire writing master and our general wire guru, aren't you? Really, you're up there now. You're up there with the tarry and the binding.
Yeah, that's very flattering.
Well, it's absolutely true.
Thank you.
You wouldn't have been voted the guest designer of the year last year had it not been.
Well, I was actually, I feel I wasn't actually guest designer of the year. I was design of the year. I'll have the guest designer of the year.
Yeah, no, I think you should, by all means. Well done to everybody going for that. So, lots more to see. Are we going to go and start our lovely kit next? Producer Phil's with me today. Price Prince producer Frill. What's happening next, my love? Perfect. So we're going to start with an amazing sugar skull kit, which is really different for us.
Totally different, yes.
White wire's new to us at JM. Came in about a week ago, didn't it?
Yeah. This is my second lot of white wire, so I'd had the experience of sort of, because it's a coated wire, so it's slightly different to work with. No sort of easier or harder than your normal white. It's just it's a very, obviously you haven't got that. It's a much more contemporary look. So it's great to work with.
I might draw your attention straight away to this, and then I'll show you what's in the kit, because this is glorious, isn't it? Isn't he amazing? So he is a sugar skull, which is famous in Mexico. It's to do with a public holiday. We've got white wire going on there, sapphires going on there, agates going on there. Here are your details. Let me take you through. We'll have to walk over this way. Should we do a bit of a walk? Hey, sorry, there we are. So, as soon as your code's on the screen, guys, you can buy, and we do want you to buy it as soon as possible. Everybody will pay the lowest price that you see on screen. So, we've got 4 lovely reels of wire for you. We've got 10 metres of the 1 mil, which is your structure work, which you'll see that the agate cabochon is kind of encased in. And it's this beautiful new wire. What do you think to the quality, Claire?
Great, yeah. It's a harder wire.
It is, isn't it?
So you haven't got to necessarily work harden it as much, so which is great because obviously it's coated, so you don't want to be spending too long, hammering it or doing anything like that because you don't want to damage it. Because it's got that inner strength, so it's great.
I've done the typical thing of unravelling it now, so it's going to go absolutely crazy as soon as I let go of this. So apologies for that. Probably just ruined the studio sample. 10 metres of the 1 mil gauge, which I say is for your structure. Let me just tuck that back in. And then you're getting the 0.6 and the 0.4 and the 0.25 as well. So there's 100 metres on the 0.25 and 10 metres on the 3 other sizes. So in total, 130 metres. Is that correct? Absolutely amazing. So that is going to last you a very long time indeed. A little bit's going to go a long way, and that white colour is so fresh, isn't it, for the summertime? Then we've got 3 brand new cabochons, and I don't think that my hands are even big enough to show you the 3 of these. They are massive, aren't they? And they are what makes up the skull's face. They're completely brand new, and they've been faceted to perfection, haven't they? Really, really glorious. That kind of real simple monochrome look is going to create your skulls incredibly beautifully. So 40 by 60, 40 mil here and 40 by 60 on these 2. So you've got teardrop, an oval, and then a lovely triangle as well. And then what makes up the lovely skull's sort of facial features, we've got a natural strand of sapphire for you in all the different colours of sapphire. So we're getting the blues, the whites and the pinks as well. Look how glorious that is. How wonderful to be able to have something so amazing with the genuine gemstones in and to make those perfect sugar skulls. So at the moment you'll be able to see it on the website, guys, and it'll have a price. So that price we like to call the combined price. So if you were to buy it all separately, and indeed you can do that if you want, and tomorrow morning it'll be £46.60. But you know what? What we like to do with the Designer Inspiration Kit is both inspire you and save you money as well. So you're going to see those arrows going all the way down, and we're going to be able to create some amazing pieces. Claire's here to answer all your questions and show you exactly how to recreate these. £24.95. That's nearly a £20 saving, isn't it, Phil? over £20 back in your pocket. It's really going to be first come, first serve. We don't have a lot of opportunities on this one. Lots of brand new agates, brand new sapphire in there, and that white wire that literally came in hot off the press last week. What a fantastic hit. Claire is going absolutely crazy. Can you talk us through what you've made?
Yeah.
Should we start with this big one?
Yes, yeah. Essentially, so that one is the, that's probably the largest skull, so that is on the largest, so the round.
He's fab, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? He's quite cool.
He's a statement. You're definitely gonna be asked about that if you wear him round, aren't you?
Yeah. He's yeah. So we sort of it's in the same way that I've done sort of say other wire portraits, things like that. But he's made up of quite a few different parts, so he's not sort of one continuous line of wire. So we'll be going through like the different parts and talking about where to bind them. But yeah, because you've got all those gauges in that kit, you can, it's everything you can do. So you can do no problem doing all your weaving with the 0.4, the 0.25 as well to get that real fine effect.
Well,
all that
100
binding.
metres of 0.25, that's going to that's going to weave a lot, isn't it?
Absolutely. So, when we did, if you could see last night's show, that hand coiling. So that essentially is what I've hand coiled most of the actual features on that skull. And that's with the 0.25 because, as you say, you've got so much of it. So the structure itself is with the 1 mil, and then it's binding with the rest of it.
Lovely. And then you've just done a very simple little design, again using those sapphires as well, so really bringing it to a high-end look. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous little face there. How long did that take you? And
that was a really quick one.
I was going to say.
Yeah, really quick, because that one's more about the gemstones, I suppose, than the wire work. So it's just a really, really simple one. I mean, what you could do with that, is have your earrings, so you could do 2 very similar ones rather than, I think you'd probably find it quite difficult to do the really ornate skulls and get them to match up if that was the look you were looking for. But if you wanted to do earrings, that would, really scale the wire work down.
Wouldn't they? So funky and so really on the money at the moment with what's happening in fashion. Is that little piece there, is that something a complete beginner could do?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
And then, even though it's a sugar skull theme, you've taken that white wire and you've made the most amazing cuff out of the triangle cabochon. Nothing to do with skulls at all. Kind of a more sort of traditional look on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think you've got that again, that contemporary look because you've got that white wire, which is it's a very, very contemporary look, isn't it? And you've still got the sapphires sort of add a little bit of colour, but it's quite monochrome, which I think is always in fashion, isn't it? Always.
And you've actually, something we were talking about the other day that we haven't seen for a while, if you're new to Jewellery Maker, you've netted this cabochon.
Yes, yeah.
So maybe if we have time, we'll be able to see that.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely glorious. Well done to everybody going for it. You can see your names on screen, can't you? Checking out £24.95, saving over £20. And remember, there's a genuine strand of sapphires in here. Don't forget about that, guys. How much would you pay for a genuine strand of sapphires? I wonder, lovely Phil, if you can tell me the original price of that strand there, because I bet that made up most of it, didn't it? It's never been on before, but what would it be if it went onto the website? We will find out for you. And I imagine you're getting the rest of the kit for around about £5, which for all of that wire, 130 metres, plus the cabochons as well, that is a deal of the day, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And remember, you only need to spend just over £10 and you get your free gift Friday as well. I love, love, love it. We're going to be inspired now. We're going to go and have a little look. What are we going to make first?
So we're going to break down the skull shape and so make each individual partner. I haven't got time now because it would bore you senseless to watch me wrapping it all. So I will place it out and I will talk through the positions that you can wrap through if you don't want to wrap the entire skull. So if we start off, and because they're all sort of the same sort of size. So you can have a play about, but obviously they're going to be. I've used the cabochons as the backing. Now, if you wanted to obviously sort of make your kit go much further, they're structural enough because you're making them out of that 1 mil. They don't have to be sort of encased around the cabochon. You could just have them completely freestanding. So
Lovely.
that would almost, you could sort of almost do double then, because you've got more than enough wire to do that. But obviously with mine, I've put them round the cabochon, so they're sort of encasing it.
Lovely. And I noticed that you've got some sketches in the studio. As
Yes.
a jewellery maker, is
Yes.
this something you do every time? Do you sketch out your designs?
With something like this, I do a mixture of both. So I would do, if it's a set shape, then yes, I'll sort of try and do a little bit of research, do a few sketches. And with something like this, because I've got so many, I need to sort of take it from a much more in-depth design, such as this bit. So I'm sort of looking, when I was looking for the sugar skulls, so looking at the motifs of the hearts and the flowers, the swirls, things like that, and obviously the shape of the skull and, you know, the jawbone, cheekbones, eye sockets, things like that. And then I need to obviously really reduce that down to a line drawing and just pick out little elements from it. So obviously I can't have any shading on my wire work. So what I need to do is I need to also try and work out which pieces of wire I can use. So when I've taken it from this larger, more detailed one down, I can actually see that I can take it from one piece of wire that's going to go sort of, I can double up here in the using the same techniques we do as wire writing, and try and get my whole outline in one piece of wire, which is great to know. And then I can start adding detail in this central point. What I try and do with a lot of the demos is try and do it all in one continuous piece. But I need too much detail here. So we'll go through how to bind the two.
Lovely. Got a quick message for you from Miss Janet. Hello, Miss Janet. What a fabulous name you've got. From East Sussex. As usual, Claire's designs are stunning. Looking lovely, both poised for the demos.
Aww,
Too right, and so are we.
Janet.
I'll do my absolute best not to interrupt Claire, but if you do have any questions for her, feel free to text us on JM Studio 60777. We are live on a Friday afternoon. We lucky people, aren't we? So where are we starting?
Okay, so if we start, so what I'm going to do, I've already made the pieces, so I'm going to show you first the piece that I will make, and then I will make it, just because there are several pieces, so I don't want to sort of overcomplicate it, and I can show you where I'm starting from. So the first piece that we're going to make is this section here. So this is, as I said, so like the outline. So if we look at our little sketch here, so it's going to be this part here, so our general skull outline. So we can see here, so we've got sort of the shape of the top of the skull, and we're going to come down, we're going to have some quite angular cheekbones, we're going to come down a little bit, and we're going to have our jaw. So we're going to be starting from this bit here. Now this circle does a number of things. It gives us a little bit of leeway if we haven't sort of made this part of the skull large enough, and also it's an ideal place if we wanted to either for embellishment as well. So this is the first one we're going to be starting with. So I'm going to take, so I've probably got there a good 30 to 40 centimetres of my wire. So I'm starting off, and I'm going to just be working with my round nose wires, my chain nose pliers, flush cutters, just standard, you know, nothing, no special tools. So right, so I'm going to start off, so I'm going to find my central point, and probably midway around my pliers, and I'm just going to start and make that first curve. So I want that top loop at the bottom. So you can see we've made that loop there. So you can see, so that's references. So if we have a look there, that's our first point. So what we want to do then is we want to create the top of our skull. So all I'm going to do, I'm just teasing round to get that nice curve, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. And this will be entirely up to you how you prefer to work, because obviously what you're trying to do is you want, as best as you can, a mirror image of both sides. So some people choose to work and they will do all of this side first, or they might do one step on this side and then go over to this side. So, you know, it's really sort of playing about, it's how you would draw really as well, whatever suits you.
And we talked last night, apologies if you weren't watching us last night, about how we can work harden and how we kind of use wire and make it more malleable.
Yeah.
So this new white wire, how would you treat it? Would you treat it like the copper-plated wire?
Yes, in the same sort of way. The only difference is obviously it's coated, and it's probably got a slightly harder core than some of the wires. So you don't need to, you know how last night we worked on, as in we hammered some of the wire, so that the copper wire. We're not going to do any of that with this one. We don't need to, because we've got quite enough spring strength in it already. So I'm just going to be, the only tools I'm really going to be using are my hands and my pliers. So I'm not going to really overwork it.
Lovely. And if you do need any pliers, remember we've got over 30,000 products on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. So just type in pliers and you will find an abundance there for you. Add it to your order for only £2.95 delivery per day.
So what I've done, I've taken it down. I've gone much further than I actually need to. So when I open it up, I can get a nice, I've got a nice curve there. So I want to come around slightly here, and I'm just going to kick in a little bit there, so that he's got a bit of an egg, but with a little sort of, can you see I've given just a tiny little suggestion here of just a little kick out, so a slight angle, because obviously remember we've got no, without sort of being too gory, we've got, this is bone here, we haven't got any sort of like flesh to soften him out. So we're going to come sort of down a little bit to about probably a few millimetres down either side, so I've almost got straighter edges here. So I'm going to work with my chain nose pliers now, because what I want these wires to be coming up in this direction. So if I start off on this side. So I'm going to come in slightly and take this wire and I'm going to go over. So I'm doubling up there. So if I turn it to the side, you can see, so I've got the two thickness of wire. So I'm just going to push that together, and then I'm going to leave probably about 5 millimetres. So if I do it from that side, you can see, and I want to come back down. So I'm going to come all the way back down. So I've almost created like a Z shape. But what that's done is that will allow me, when I sort of squash that together, if I look from the top, I've got the illusion of the one wire. But if I kick it out slightly like that, you can see I'm starting to get a little bit of detail in this sort of, in the big space here. That's right. Yeah.
It's very, could be a model.
He could be, yeah. Maybe he's sucking them in, isn't he? So I need to do exactly the same on the other side. So if we go, so I'm going to go take my pliers in, and I'm going to go all the way up. We'll just get that wire out of the way. So I want to go all the way up, squash together, probably about 5 millimetres, and I'm going to go all the way back down. So I'm creating, if we looked at it from the side, I've got that Z shape. I'm going to squash down, and I can just use my fingers for this. And I'd say at any point, if you can use your fingers rather than your tools, all you're doing there is you're helping yourself really, that you're not going to, you're least likely to mark the wire then. So you can see now, so I've got, by coming up and down and creating that Z shape, I've now got that sort of, that suggestion of we're going to be going into, we've got a little bit of detail on the inside and we're going out to his cheekbones. So what I want to do now, I want to go out at more of an angle. So I'm sticking with my chain nose pliers now. So I'm gripping on that Z that I've just done, and I'm going to kick out. So I'm doing one side at a time. So I'm just going to grip here because I'm happy with that, and kick out. So if you actually see what I did there, so I gripped, but I only gripped the middle one. So when I pulled out there, I actually brought all of it out, which wasn't what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to correct that, grip again on that top wire, and kick out. So by doing that, I've corrected that, so that still looks, I've still got the illusion of the one wire, but it's kicked out at an angle.
Can I ask, because of the white coating that's on top of the wire, is it quite forgiving? Can you kind of go back and forth with it?
Yes, you can. It's the same with, as you would, with gemstones or with whatever material you're working with. Have a respect for it. Know its sort of its limitations. It's got a coating on it. You're having this beautiful white colour through a coating, so you would
just bear it in mind.
Yeah, just maybe use your nylon jaw pliers a little bit more, something like that.
If you do miss any of Claire's demo, or if you just tuned in right now, remember you can watch back on our YouTube channel. Just type in Jewellery Maker to YouTube, and we have got thousands of hours of demos on there. You can just Google Claire Macdonald and see, sorry, I apologise, search engine, Claire Macdonald, and see all of her designs from the past. You can pause, you can watch back. We've had some lovely comments from Jennifer in the West Midlands. Hi all, this woman is a marvel. I love Jenny in Moseley. Hey Jenny.
Oh, thanks Jenny.
Jenny doesn't live too far away from us.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Jenny.
Cheers for that feedback. I will let you carry on.
Okay, so what I'm starting to do, so we've gone back in the direction that we wanted to. So we're getting these nice angles here for the cheek, his cheekbones. So you can see I'm working with, as I said, so my chain nose pliers, not my round nose pliers, so I want these sharp angles. So I've just kicked out slightly, and then I've gone straight, and then I'm going to come down an angle. So I've really moved that down my pliers, so I've got a bigger surface area to give that support to the wire. And I'm then going to come in. So I've got probably 1, 2, 3, 4 little angles there. So I mean, he looks a little bit hamstery, doesn't he? Like he's got a big chunky cheek. So I'm going to do exactly the same on this side now. So just giving my angle. So little kick out, a straight down, and more of a in because he's doing his little pout, and then my wires are back to where I want them to be. So you can see, I mean, that's how I've decided to work. So I've done one side and then done exactly the same, because I find that helps with me, because my brain doesn't retain the information for too long, so I'm better doing, as I've done this one, to quickly then go and do that side.
I think we're all very similar there in that respect. Just to interrupt you very quickly, you'll see that our beautiful sugar skull has got those amazing sapphires in, but maybe you want to embellish him with some gorgeous labradorite. These would be perfect,
they
wouldn't
would, they really would,
because they kind of go in with that feeling. They're lovely.
And you've got all the different colours as well, so yeah, perfect.
So they make perfect eyes, so we've accented eyes and all the decoration that you would normally see on a sugar skull. To have this much labradorescence, that's the metallic like shimmer that you're seeing through there, and all of this colour on such delicate rondelles is absolutely amazing, isn't it? So this is 21 carats labradorite. They're graduated faceted rondelles, and rondelle just refers to the shape at home. They're 2x1 to 3x2 on a 30cm strand. We're going to do an amazing price for you. We're going all the way down to £6.95. I ruined that price for you there because I let you know all about it before, but look how long it is. For £6.95 you're getting a lot there, aren't you?
You really are, yeah.
And we know that you at home absolutely adore labradorite. Lots and lots. I'm going to guesstimate. I'll count out 10 for you. There's 10. So yeah, can you imagine how many you're getting on there? I'm going to say you're at least getting 3 figures of beautiful labradorite gemstones, which are going to embellish your sugar skulls perfectly. And I think with the white wire, it's going to make that colour pop
absolutely.
As well, isn't it?
I mean, you could. That's a long enough strand, isn't it? You could just put a clasp on and have your little, hang them off it.
Yeah, so he could be
the
necklace for that. Yeah. That would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Or if you did the cuff, you could use the labradorite instead of the sapphires and put them around there.
Absolutely glorious. Really nice, well done to everybody going for that. Remember, £35 and over today. Free Gift Friday.
Yay.
Ending February in style. I'll let you crack on.
Okay, so we're coming now to the bottom of his cheekbone. So we need to do a similar movement as we did up here. So we want to be sort of giving a little bit of detail, but then bringing our wire back into the position that we want it in. So I'm just going to take that. So if we can see, if I just separate those so you can see them there, this is how it's looking. So when you look on top, it looks like it's sort of because it's crisscrossed over, but that's actually how it is. So I'm going to take this working on this side. So it's this one here. So if I just bring that down slightly, so I'm going to grip and I'm going to bring this back and crimp that together. So I've now finished off that detail of his cheekbones. I'm going to do exactly the same on that side. So I'm gripping and I'm coming at the back. So if we have a look there, I'm coming all the way at the back. So if I bring that, so when I look, I've got the illusion of the one wire. So we've now done his cheekbones. But I don't want to come all the way in because that would just be, I think he would be pouting way too much. So I'm going to grip in probably about halfway. So I'm gripping the 2 wires that I've just crimped. So if you can see there, and I'm going to come down to start creating his jaw. So you can see there. So if I show you from that side, you've got so the 2 wires bending back and we're coming down, and that wire is now in the position that we want to continue onto our creating the shape. So I'm going to do that and drop down. So just that little movement, and we've now given him a bit more detail at the bottom of the cheekbone, and we can continue with the jaw. So all we need to do with the jaw is we're going to come down a little bit, so I'll probably come down another 5 millimetres or so, and I kick out just ever so slightly, and just with my nail, or you can use your round nose pliers, I just want to give just a little suggestion. I'll just show you that. Just
of a jawline.
Yeah, just a tiny little. Can you see, just by putting the difference it would make, if I just do this one on this side, just showing you without doing that, so you can see the difference there. So just by giving that little kick out means that you've got that extra detail. So if I correct myself there, so I'm going to put it back in the pliers, come down midway, just a little little bit in and out again, and we're back to where we want it to be. So if I just bring that down now, and I want to create quite an angled piece now for this jaw. So I'm going to come up to probably to about here and bend all the way back to quite a sharp angle there. So if I just have a look, get those in the same sort of position, because it'll obviously spring about a bit. But don't forget, what's really good with this is because if you're going, especially if you're going to put it around the cabochon, you can turn this into, you can correct yourself all the time by however much you would bend sort of in that direction. So if it's slightly larger or longer on the one side, if you just bend it slightly on this one, it will make it look shorter. So we've now got our basic outline. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to swap my pliers and start to create those little loops, because these little loops finish off really nicely the ends of the wire rather than just leaving it sort of with a sharp edge.
Absolutely. It's all about finishing, isn't it, with wire work and things like this.
But
you want to make sure it's all neat.
They are neat, but you also need those. They're functioning as well for if you're going to be doing the binding. So,
oh, lovely.
So yeah, we do.
While
need
you're
those.
clipping those away, I've got some amazing bead stoppers for you, which are essential if you're any kind of jewellery maker, to be honest. Bead stoppers. What are bead stoppers? Well, they're these ingenious little devices which you can put onto your strand of beads that you're using if you get interrupted by the postman, or if the cat jumps on your lap and you've got to go and do something with him, or all of that business. And you're getting 12 of them in the collection. They are 10 mil in size, which means they'll fit onto virtually any single strand, actually. They're going to be an amazing price point. They're an absolute essential if you are a busy jewellery maker. £6.95, so just over 50p each. Claire, have you ever used the bead stoppers?
No, I haven't. But
they're
I've had
ingenious,
plenty,
aren't they?
I've had plenty of times where I should have. So yeah.
It's like one of those designs where you just think, I wish I'd thought of that.
Yeah, because they're so simple and they would just stop so many disasters.
A lot of people use pegs, but pegs often don't have enough tension to be able to hold it exactly where you want it to be. So if you're jewellery making all day long, bead stoppers is what you need. £6.95, and trust me, it's the kind of thing that it's a little life-changing thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
As soon as you get them, your jewellery making is just going to be so much easier, really, and so much more streamlined, and that's what we like. We want to make you as efficient as you can be, because that's the joy in jewellery making, really. So they are essential, really easy to use. As I say, just pop them on the end of your strand when you've stopped for the night, or when you've stopped for your lunch or whatever. And I know we've got some amazing FIFO reviews on our website for these. We've got nearly 280,000 independent reviews now that you customers have given to us about our products that we make. So thank you. Do keep contributing, because I know that that's how people buy now, don't they? You certainly don't go on holiday without having a little look on that famous website to see who's been in the hotel before you and whether it's any good. And that's why we love FIFO. So have a little look at JewelleryMaker.com. I'll let you get back to that demo.
Okay. So I'm just going to use now the little bits that I'd cut off. So we're just going to use our scraps. So we're now going to start building the mouth. So we're going to build up his mouth and teeth by it's four little parts here. So if I just start laying those out, so we've got these two. So we've got his teeth there, and we've got the sort of the top. So that when we all bring them together, they sort of all sit in. And again, you've got play with this, because you can manipulate them. It doesn't have to be necessarily a flat object, so we can get a real nice curve around. So you can see with that shot there, it's actually very, very curved, which again, so it's forgiving in that you can, if things don't slightly fit, because we're not measuring any of these, so you can just curve it and sort of almost make it fit if you wanted to. So if we start off, so we've got these 4 pieces. So the first one, what we want to do is, so we'd go back, because we've got all our different components. So as I always say, if you've got different components, compare the two, because you need, although as I've just said, you've got a little bit of play, you want to sort of try and keep that scale so that it doesn't look a bit daft. So what we want to do now, so we're going to start this one here. So this is going to be sort of, so coming into his chin here. So what we want to do, if I move that out of the way, we're just going to take our round nose pliers right down to the bottom, and I'm just going to use that as a mandrel and bend round. So you can see, so I haven't crimped it together because I want that little curve. So I'm just going to check that against the piece that I've already done. So I'm going to think, right, okay, so that's coming up at about there. So if I just put my pliers there, So you can see I want that to come out at that sort of shape. So I'm just going to kick the pliers round and bring out. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side, bring it out. And again, I want to reference that. So the next measurement I'm going to be looking for is where it comes in this direction. So I've done the depth here. I want to look at where it's coming out width-wise. So I'm going to take it to about here. So again, I'm just going to kick up here and do about the same the other side. So you can see this really straightforward, just, you know, little pieces, but when you break them down like this, you know, you can see how they all sort of fit together, but it makes them a much more complicated shape. So again, I'm going to put it on, so I want to take it probably up to about that point there. And again, I want to use those, I'm going to do my curve out, so create that little loop, so take it all the way around, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm taking those loops out. There we go. So we'll just snip off. Again, nice, neat, flush snip. So I've got my next component. So there's that bit. So my next part is I'm just going to create, so you're doing exactly the same, but you're not going to make the little dip for the chin. So we're just going to do, so straight up, as we did, straight up, no dip for the chin, and with our loops curling in. So that's our second piece.
We can already see it coming together, can't we? It's
completely.
Absolutely amazing. Whilst you do put that together, I've just got some gorgeous, brand new lavender amethyst faceted rounds. 90 carats is what we've got for you here. Apologise for my rings. Let me move it further up my hand so you don't look at those and you look at this gorgeous strand instead. Beautiful, beautiful. They are faceted rounds. Can I have a quick look at my product just so I can see where these are from? Lovely. They're completely natural and they are from Brazil. February's birthstone, that's what amethyst is. But look at those lovely, soft, subtle lavenders and lilacs. They're reminding you of the crocuses that you've got coming up in your garden at the moment. They are gorgeous, aren't they? And the fact that they have been faceted as well in that 6mm rounds gives them that extra bit of sparkle, doesn't it? Really very wonderful. Again, would work well on your sugar skulls. We're going to do a brand new launch price for you on these 90 carats of lavender amethyst. You can see that price going down. Everybody does pay that lowest ever price of £6.95. They're
very
lovely,
pretty,
aren't they?
very, very pretty.
A nice long length on them as well. We do guarantee 38 centimetres on your strands unless we specify otherwise. But you can see that gorgeous graduation of colour, can't you? How pretty and delicate are those? And all the dazzle and the excitement coming off them as well. To have a natural, genuine gemstone strand for £6.95, where else but Jewellery Maker? They are absolutely incredible. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We've got about 10 minutes left, I think, Claire. Do you think we'll be able to
yeah, no problem.
fit it all in?
No problem.
Lovely.
So we'll just do the teeth now. So what we're going to do, we're going to take, again, another one of our scrap pieces, and I'm just going to start and make almost like these little 8 shapes. So I'm just doing loops, swapping my pliers around, take it down.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm shoving Claire into the desk so that we can get all of the correct shots for you at home. Obviously, when you make it at home, you're not going to be trying to get an overhead camera to get all the right detail for you. You'd be sat on your sofa in your craft room having a lovely time.
So can you see how I'm sort of building up these teeth? It's just a case of I'm going to do like either S's or 8s. So I'm just bending that round and using the tip of my round nose pliers. Can you see? So it's sort of creating these S's or 8s. So this is like a little loop. So if I show you sort of from the side, so you could get your nylon jaw pliers and flatten that down. So you're just going to build up, and I think I've got 4 on the one and 5 on the bottom. So they become your teeth. So if I place those in, so you can see there's your mouth starting to build up. So again, if I just push that to the side, so our next detail is going to be our nose and our eyes. So if I bring that down.
Wow, they're brilliant, aren't they? There's absolutely no doubting what they are. They're beautifully designed, and as you can see from Claire's demo today, they're really easy to make. It's just about getting your structure right, isn't it? And getting
absolutely.
all the components
structure and a bit of scale
working well together.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to now do the eyes. So this is a really good one as well, because this will show you how to do make a heart as well, if you wanted to, if you were unsure how to do a heart. So I'm using my chain nose pliers, cutting a length, and it's probably much longer than I actually need, but you've just seen then how we use all our scrap pieces. So chain nose pliers, and I want to really crimp that together. So I've bent in the middle, I'm going to really push down together, one on top of the other. So I'm going to squidge that, take it from the top, so I'm going to separate them out slightly. If I just bring down, so I'm gripping where I've just crimped, and I'm just going to start, so I'm using my nail as almost like just to tease that round, bring round. I'm going to do exactly the same the other side. So I'm gripping where I've crimped, I'm going to bring round, tease it round a little bit, go underneath, and I've created my heart shape. Now that's going to be his nose. So if it's a little bit too fat, I can just open that out. So I just push together, and that will elongate it slightly. So again, as always, we bring the same two together. Does it compare? Does it sit okay with the scale? And then all we need to do, because this one is going in the right direction. This one I'm just going to sort of tease around to get that curve, get that nice curve. So all we're going to do, we're going to start to curve round. So I'm just working it as well, so near to where the curve and towards the end. Should give me, like, you know, as nice a curve as I can possibly get. I'm going to do exactly the same the other side, so curve, and you'll probably have to work this side a little bit more because you're going against where the natural curve was. So, you know, if we just bring that round. So when we're getting that natural curve, again, put it next to the other component that we've got. So I would say I need to start coming in and start working with my pliers at about this point. I want my nose sort of come around there, so my eyes, the sockets need to come around here. So when I lift that off, I'm keeping my finger there, so I know when I sort of insert my pliers, I'm at the right position. So I'm just going to bring that round, and I'm going to come at the back of the shape that I've already got. So I'm just going to move my pliers round now, and bring round all the way back round. And when I'm happy with that, so again, I might put it on there and think, right, okay, I might need to move that in just slightly, so I can just push together, move it in. And all I'm going to do with this tail now is I'm going to make another coil, a little spiral. So I'm just putting at the widest point of my round nose pliers, and I'm going to gradually move up so that I just make a smaller and smaller spiral. So that is giving that embellishing and almost like a little setting if I wanted to wire a gem in. So I can just do exactly the same the other side.
It's coming to life, isn't it?
He is, isn't he now?
No, there's a lot of people with this in their baskets. Remember, you do need to check out £24.95 and over £20 saving on this one. So Sue in Lanarkshire, Natasha and Angus, Isabel and Angus as well. Please do check out. Remember, you get that stunning strand of sapphire as well for £24.95, 130 metres of wire, and then those 3 massive agate cabochons as well. Well done to everybody going for it. And we are nearly there, but we've got some lovely chain that we could offer you, which I think your sugar skull would look amazing on. So let's give them the details of the chain, lovely Phil. It's the matte chain. It is rather fabulous and funky, isn't it? A whole metre for you. Here come your details. Remember, as soon as you see that code, you can check out or give us a phone on 0800 644 655. It's a metre of matte antique copper aluminium chain. It measures 18 by 14 mil on the actual link. So you could take these links and make them into toggle clasps, couldn't you? If you've never bought any of our aluminium chains before, the quality is absolutely amazing and the coating is second to none. It's got a real steampunk feel to it, hasn't it? So you can use it in lots of different mediums. Perhaps you're making more than jewellery, maybe you're making bag charms, or indeed you're embellishing clothes and things like that. This would be absolutely perfect. We're going to do a stonking price point for you because Price Prince Philip is producing the show today. So if you do have any special requests for him, give him a little hook up on his Facebook page. £6.95. Wow, do you think this would work nicely with those?
It would, yeah.
It's fab, isn't it?
It really would.
Really, really lovely. I'll just hold it out for you so you can see that it is an entire metre long. Lovely. It kind of goes quite nicely with my dress as well.
I think it would go with everything, wouldn't it? Yeah. They're really nice.
Really, really pretty. A nice kind of contemporary look for you. And that is winging your way to your door for £6.95. Right, a little bit, about 5 minutes.
Okay. So the two bits that we've got now, so what we're going to do, we want to just give him a bit of detail on his on the forehead. So we just, again, we're going to compare the two because we've got all our pieces together. So I'm going to take a little bit, I'll cut a bit of wire off the reel, and the bit that I'm going to be doing now is this section. So if I just, again, I know that I've got more than enough here on this side to do the twirl at the end. So if I just bring out, so a little dip out, I can sit that, and that looks okay. Start to bring out. So if I bring out on that side, I'm going to bring out on that side. So I'm going to snip off at the same sort of part and just then curl in. And if I do that there, I know I'm roughly going to have the same sort of size spirals when I start to spiral in. So I would just spiral those in. So if I just do one end, and then you can see, so you're sort of just working your way in. Again, we're making that little loop to follow that theme through and just bend round. So you've just got your, almost like he's a bit like an owl there, isn't he?
It does look a lot like an owl. I was going to say, could you kind of take this design and do different kind of faces?
Absolutely.
Perfect,
so our last part, before we start to put him together, is just this sort of a V. Again, this is just more decoration on his forehead that you can then embellish. So as we did before, we're going to find our midpoint on our 1mm wire and go round all the way around. So we've got equal sides and we've got our little loop in the middle. And then I'm going to go out, say probably about 5mm or so, and I'm just going to create another one. So I'm just using my pliers as a mandrel and going up. And I've done 3, so it's 5 in all, but I mean, you can do as many as you like. And I go along the other side, try and keep to the same sort of distances. So I'm going to go up that way, and then I'm going to do another one here. So all I've done is almost like create a frill, and that's going to go on the top there. So we've got now all our components. So what we would do, you've got your cabochon. So you would be sitting it on top. So if I just, because I don't think you'll see that on the black there. So
it's like you can hear Phil, Claire. That's exactly what he just said.
Great minds, Phil, you see.
There you go.
So if we start to put it all together.
Yeah.
So we've got our outer shape. And what you need to remember with this is, because we're going to be making that 3D shape, you will have more flexibility than I'm lying it now on the top, on the flat. So you will be able to bend these, curve them about, and so they will sit really nicely together.
Beautiful.
So you can start to see how all of these are building up.
And then you're simply going to use the 0.25, aren't you, to kind of lace them all together?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can use your 0.25. Now I'd spend a bit of time, you want to get the position, have a look at pictures of skulls, because what you don't want to do, you don't want to do all that work and then put your eyes sort of all the way up here. It's going to look a bit peculiar. So have a look at the positioning, that nose goes sort of quite low down, and maybe try and get it in line with the first move that we did, so the indent there, the cheekbones. So we're going to give him his eyebrows there, and then almost like his tiara here. So you can see where these bits have come off, like little, almost like alien antennae. So you could just, all you would need to do, if I just take that off, and it'll probably all fall apart, you should just bend out, so you can see I'm just giving it a little curve here, and what that will do, that will shorten the length of it, so that when I put it back, hopefully, all being well, you can see then it will sort of sit more inside. So you can play about with your wire, and because obviously you've got that lovely curve. If I just put my hand there, your cabochon has got that beautiful dome, that curve, so you're following that. So, and you can just do your straightforward, if you have a look on there, so I've started to net there, so you can either do netting or just a straightforward frame and just bind round. So that one is just a straightforward frame. If I just show you, so I've just coiled all around the frame, and then every so often at key points use the wire to bind the two, whereas the one you're wearing has got the netting on. So there are different ways that you can get it to sort of to sit.
Yes, I can see. Thank you so much, Claire. That is
very
such an
welcome.
inspiration. And you know what? A true designer inspiration kit, isn't it? $24.95. Remember, you're getting 130 metres of your white wire in there, and that strand of sapphires, and those agates. That's amazing.
It is one because you know exactly what size agates you're going to get as well, which is, you know, sometimes it's lovely that you have the surprise, but you know exactly what sizes you're going to get there. And that wire writing, I said before, you know, if you do any bridal pieces and you're going to do, you know, personalised for, say, wedding cakes, things like that. I mean, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Thank you so much,
You're
Claire.
welcome.
Claire's going to be with us until 5 o'clock, so any questions, please do feel free to send us a text. But we've got a Smoky Quartz style buy coming up next. Hello, good afternoon if you've just joined me. My name's Martha, you're watching Jewellery Maker. Welcome to our lovely family, and it is a fabulous family. Now, we have star buys throughout the day. Our star buys are the best offers that we can get to you with the best savings as well, and something that you've asked for. One of your favourite gemstones at home is Smoky Quartz. We've got 400 carats, just think about that, of Smoky Quartz. They are faceted, graduated bars, and they measure 16 by 6 to 40 by 5. Now, to see this strand in all its glory, I do need to hold it out for you because it is fabulously graduated. Now, these quartz have been heated or smoked, so to speak, to bring out that gorgeous kind of cognac colours. You've got the mahoganies in there as well. They're absolutely beautiful, aren't they? This is sourced from Brazil. So we still buy all of our gemstones in connection with the Genuine Gemstone Company. So Steve Bennett's still working with us, and actually we share the same buying team in Jaipur. We choose Jaipur because it's known for its cutting houses and all of the skill that's based in India there we are still utilising. So gorgeous strand of Smoky Quartz, isn't it? A real contemporary look to it. Look how fabulous they are. And they are, I think we're missing a word, aren't we? I imagine they're called fancy graduated bars, but I would call them shards because they are just lovely. You have got that top drill through there. So simply all you need to do when you get it home is take it off the temporary strand, give it a restrand. I think you've got more than one necklace's worth though. It would look exceptional with your yellow gold findings, wouldn't it? But there's just something so tactile about it. It's going to lay flat against your skin. It's lovely and cooling. Really, really beautiful. Smoky Quartz is known as the gemstone, national gemstone of Scotland, isn't it? So if you've got any Scottish friends that you're making for, this would be absolutely perfect. I think that colour palette as well works well for every single generation. Lots of classy ladies that I know wear those deep browns, those kind of rustic undertones. I'm thinking of our guest designer, Debbie Wilford. I would love to show you against white so you can see all the different colours. But first of all, we'll give it a quick little measure. Apologies that my notes are on the table. How rude of me. This is 38 centimetres on the strand. Now, unless we specify otherwise, guys, it is always a 38 centimetre strand, but you can give our call centre a call at any point. We're open all hours, 0800 644 655, and they will be able to answer any question that you've got about any of our products on the website. These are absolutely stunning. Now, I've got some white to show you again so you can see that beautiful colour. Bear with me one sec while I lay it out for you. These are lovely. I just think you don't need to be too inspired. Maybe you've lost your mojo with jewellery making and you just can't think what to make next. When we give these beautiful graduated shards to you, they speak for themselves, don't they? Look at that. That really makes a difference. Thank you to our lovely director Maggie for pointing that out. Can you see that intensity of colour? And those real conker browns. Imagine putting it with our gold spacer beads. Wouldn't that be lovely if you put a spacer bead between each one, or maybe you want to try a little seed pearl between each one as well. Lovely chocolatey colours, you can't go wrong. You know what, there's no calories in Smoky Quartz. You're all coming in for this. £9.95. I'm hiding behind the Smoky Quartz. £9.95 for such a gorgeous, genuine gemstone. Just think about it. Have a little look on that high street. Maybe this weekend you're going to your hobby stores, or maybe you've been watching other craft channels, which we welcome you to do. But where are you going to find genuine hand-cut gemstones for £9.95? please do get on the phone lines for this one. JewelleryMaker.com. You can check out your basket really easily. And you know what? No matter how many times you check out during the day, it's £2.95 delivery. It is as well Free Gift Friday. You lucky, lucky people. We've got our lovely sales manager Scott to thank for that one. If you spend over £35 or more, you will receive a free jewellery making gift with your order. I like the sound of that. Sounds amazing. It's basically while stocks last, and you know what? Almost half of them are gone already. We launched it this morning with Eleanor at 8 AM and the lovely Fiona Potter. You keep going for that free gift, I say. Now, my lovely Claire, what would you do with our Star by Smoky Quartz?
I'd be tempted to be very lazy when you've got all that work that somebody has put in already and just restrand it, because you've got all that graduation of size. I mean, I love smoky quartz anyway, but you don't necessarily need to do anything. If you did want to, if you really into your wire work as well, if you sort of like just lay them out exactly how you have them, say maybe pick off a few, some of the larger ones, so it doesn't sort of disturb that lovely curve anyway. Yeah. And then you can just do wire wrap the top as have sort of almost like, you know, like a crystal, like a point, a tip, just one on a long chain. So yeah, I think I'd do that.
I remember one of our designers, Mark Smith, you might have been lucky enough to be on his workshop yesterday. He had a very busy workshop down at Ivy House, and if you do want to know about the workshops, just have a little look on JewelleryMaker.com or give our lovely Wendy a call. Basically, he used these shards once, and he kind of like, I think he must have used monofilament, which you've got plenty of on the web, and he kind of clustered them all together, but it looks so modern. It looked kind of like what Tina Turner would wear in Mad Max. Do you remember when she was that kind of iconic figure? So it is a real funky look to it, but also at the same time you can modernise it. This is the great thing about a gemstone strand. If we gave this strand to Mark, we gave it to Claire, we gave it to our lovely Linda Brunwell that's coming in tomorrow, each and every single one of them would make something different. And that's why we love jewellery making, isn't it? Because it's your own unique personalised touch on everything, depending on who you're making for and how you feel on the day. So well done to everybody going for that. £9.95. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'd be multi-buying, and in fact quite a lot of you have. Suzanne in Norfolk and Lee in Cardiff, you've gone for 3. Please do enter into the Wall of Fame. That's our morning show competition. Again, just type that into the website and you'll be able to see all the details for that. But we'd love to see this strand featuring in our Wall of Fame. Now, we did talk about your workshop, Claire. It's coming up, remind me of the date, on the 24th of April, and the name? Ooh, what is it?
Is that the...
It's the wire whiting. Wire public. It's very hard to say. Can you say it?
Wire writing. Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, wire writing.
We haven't been up all night. We haven't just stayed here all day, have we? If you did catch us on the late show last night. There is a plethora of workshops, and you know what? If you can get down to Warwickshire, where we are, it's a lovely spot to come to. We're in a converted mansion where we've built a TV studio. You can meet all the team, including, I hear Wes the cameraman's very popular at the moment. I'm lucky enough to be joined by him today. So all of you lovely ladies and indeed gents can come and meet the entire team and do a whole day of crafting and jewellery making with amazing designers like Claire Macdonald. Do you know what? We've got brilliant bundles coming up after the break. So put the kettle on and we'll see you real soon.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker. Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Join Jewellery Maker for our Day at the Races weekend. Our designers will have you chomping at the bit, featuring everything from micro macrame and diamond copper wire to sterling silver and fascinators. If you want to be a front runner, make sure you tune in for lots of inspiration and tutorials straight from the horse's mouth. Our amazing star buys will get you off to a flying start, and our jewellery kits are sure to put you on a winning streak. You simply must watch the show. Sorry to be a nag.
Good afternoon, jewellery makers. I nearly said something else then. My name's Martha. Pleased to have you on the channel. We are live every single day of the year, including Christmas Day, from 8 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night, and we are here for you. We're all about jewellery making here at the channel, and we use genuine gemstones as often as we can in each and every single one. I'm joined today by an amazing guest designer. Her name is Claire Macdonald, and you're building a massive following now, aren't you, for your wire writing?
Oh, I hope it's because I really, really like it. So you always want people to like the things, don't you, that you like and have a passion for it. So I do love it when people say, "Oh, I've made this for so and so," and send me a picture. I really, really like that.
That's lovely.
Really,
and you know what?
it.
That's what we want to hear about here at Jewellery Maker. We want to welcome you into our family, and please do get involved. You can give us a text on 60777. Just mark it with JM Studio. Any questions that you've got, anything to do with wire work or your basic jewellery making skills, Claire is here to be able to answer them for you. Indeed, if you've got any feedback as well, you can go onto our Facebook site and drop us a line. Let us know. Our buyers are always on there, and myself and Scott as sales managers always go on and have a little look at what you want to see. Now, if you've seen this, look, I can never get this right. This one. Free Gift Friday! Now, over half of our stock of Free Gift Friday has already gone. What is it, you ask? Well, if you spend over £35 today, you get a free gift. Isn't that amazing? While stocks last, and as I say, over half of that is gone. So by the time you see lovely Vicky Field on tonight's Late Show with the beautiful Hannah Osborne, they may well be gone. So make sure you check out as soon as you can. It's really easy to order on 0800 644 655 or on the Jewellery Maker website, or indeed we've got apps now as well. £2.95 P&P per day. And just very quickly, if you're brand new to us, hello, hello, hello. We love you and we welcome you in. You get an introduction to DVD Jewellery Maker, which shows you what a headpin is, what findings are. Our lovely Linda Brumwell, who's joining us tomorrow afternoon, did this, so she's a fabulous teacher. And you're getting a Get Started booklet as well. So even if you don't want to order today and you just want to try us out, give the call centre a ring on that free phone number. They'll send them to you. You'll have them in a few days. And you know what? As soon as you start jewellery making, it's very addictive, so you're going to absolutely love it. I just want to very quickly show you my deal of the day. It's coming up at 4:20 today. It's a brand new blue opal. Now, since the start of the year, our coloured opals have been absolutely taking Jewellery Maker by storm. Our lovely associate Steve Bennett, who works for the Genuine Gemstone Company, is amazed that we've got coloured opals of this size, of this clarity, and of this absolute saturation of colour. 105 carats. What price is it going under, lovely producer Phil? It's going to go under £20. Not a lot of opportunities, but it is a deal of the day, coming up in just over 2 hours' time. Now, I think we're going to go absolutely bundle crazy. What is a bundle if you're completely new to us? A bundle is basically where our lovely producers, of which Prince Philip is our producer today. He's got some lovely tweed on. He's getting ready for his day at the races weekend. He's put these bundles together so you can build up your stash, get some colour inspiration, maybe use cuts of gemstones that you haven't used before, and that's what this hour is all about. Where are we going to start, lovely Prince Phil? A bare copper bundle. Oh, lovely, lovely. And in fact, if you went for the kits last night, we had some bare copper wire, didn't we, lovely Claire?
We did.
So that would be lovely with this. Now, it has been laid out very beautifully by our floor managers, Amelia and Michael, today. You're getting so much. I dread to think if I hold this up, it might fall down. So let's go through. You're getting the heart stamping charms, of which you're getting 6 of those. They're a really great size as well. The brushed stamping blanks, and then the flat toggle clasps as well. Can you see that you get the T and the clasp that goes over the top of it, just like that? Do you see how it works? And you're getting all the jump rings as well that go with the heart charms. So you can stamp onto these, you can patina these as well. They're 7mm jump rings and they have already been saw cut. So basically that means you don't have to do anything with them apart from manipulate them open. You can see that T-bar down the bottom there that I've just put together as a little bit of a pair. Aren't they beautiful? So that's all been done for you. If you've never used bare copper before, it's got this lovely lustre to it. And as I say, you can do a lot of things with it. I'll ask Claire what we can do with it. You haven't got many left in stock. £6.95 for all of that bare copper. Claire, can you give us a real quick indication on what we do with this bare copper?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could just treat it as normal and just say if you want to just stamp in it or work with your pliers or your hammers, texture it. But then you can also use your different inks and your patination on it. So, you know, I used, if you have a look at photos on Facebook from the show last night,
yeah.
So that was with the liver of sulphur that I'd used to sort of almost darken it, and then you polish up and highlight areas so that they come up with a real shine, and then so you've got that you know, contrast of the light and the dark. So you could do all that to those. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, that would be lovely. So you mentioned, you heard Claire mention a few products there. Again, if you just type them into our search box on the JewelleryMaker.com website, or if you can't find it, do feel free to call our call centre. They will help you out. Our lovely lady Jane runs our call centre for us. She's gorgeous and she is so helpful. She'll be able to help you out with anything that you need. You can see that quantity going down on screen, can't you? Linda in Lincolnshire, you've gone for it. You know what? We've got lots of multi-buyers. I think lots of people that were really into Claire's kit last night are going for it. If you're a fan of Sammy, our guest designer, she loves bare copper wire. So just search back through our YouTube channel and get some inspiration on how to use this. That has more or less sold out. We've got brilliant bundles for the next hour. We're going to crack on. Whereabouts are we going to go next? Some more findings for you. Is it? Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Let me lay this out for you because you're getting loads in here. Now, first of all, you're getting some beautiful white quartz cabochons, but also these fabulous crescent moons. I don't know if you were looking, we've had a full moon this week, haven't we? And then a beautiful key charm, which is sterling silver. My word. So let's start with the white quartz. It says white quartz, but essentially that means it's clear quartz. These are 20 carats, they're pear cabochons, and they measure 16 by 12. You're getting 3 of them, so they're perfect, aren't they, for a pair of earrings and a pendant, or maybe 3 little cocktail rings. They'd be beautiful. You could prong set, learn how to do that. It's super duper easy. Then you've got the 925 sterling silver heart charm, and that's 19mm in its size. What I'm going to do is just get my tweezers so I can pick that up for you and be able to show you it and have a proper look at it. It has got that lovely jump ring on the top as well, but keys mean so much, don't they? And again, I hark back to the me and Claire show, which it feels like it has been the past few days. We made keys out of bare copper last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
They're really synonymous with like kind of good luck and starting out in life, aren't they?
Yeah,
keys?
yeah. If you think sort of like is it your 21st that you normally?
I think it might be. Well, I suppose if you've just been lucky enough to buy a house.
Yes, yeah.
But that's quite difficult these days, isn't it? And then we've got some silver-plated, copper-brushed crescent moon stamping blanks. There's a description if ever I heard one. Should I tell you that one more time? Some silver-plated, copper-brushed crescent moon stamping blanks. 24 by 22 mil. They're lovely, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. And you've got that drill hole in there already, so it's great. If you haven't got one of our Dremels, have a little look on the website, but you don't need to drill anything through here. These are all ready to go. So you're getting 5 of those. Love that brushed look as well. It's really modern. Now, normally, chaps, as you'd expect, this is a sterling silver key charm. Have a little look on your troll beads, on your Thomas Sabo and your Pandora, and see what a key charm is. Normally £6.95 for the key charm. Phil is giving you all the rest for £1. A shiny pound coin, so £7.95 gets you 20 carats of quartz, sterling silver key, and some beautiful crescent moons as well. What a great bundle that is indeed. Not a lot of stock. You see that stock going down on the screen there? Please do check out as soon as you can. Wendy, you need to do that in Nottinghamshire. Lee in Cardiff as well. Oh, well done. Somebody in North Yorkshire has gone for 3. The great thing about Jewellery Maker, guys, is that we're not limiting you to just 1 per customer. You know when you go into the supermarket, you see an amazing deal. Quite often it's either on booze or on toilet rolls, things like that, isn't it? And it's only 1 per customer, so you have to send your mates in to try and get you another one. You're allowed to buy as many as you like. That is not going to last, guys. It's going to sell out, so we've got plenty more to show you. Well done to everybody that grabbed that opportunity. We've got lots more, though. Oh, now, Phil is referring to his scheduling skills. You won't know what that means, but that's basically when we put all of the products into the show, and he's managed to make a ridiculous deal for you here. I like the sound of that. Sparkle and shine. It's gold-plated brass rondelle seed beads. In here, 380 of them. I'd love to know what size they are, actually. They are 4 by 3. Very nice indeed. So every single one of those gold-plated. I like the sound of that already. If you went for that smoky quartz star by, they'd be beautiful, wouldn't they? As well as 170 carats of silver-coated hematite. That is yummy, 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 aren't they? Can I hold that out for you so you can see? That is a fab, fab, fab colour, isn't it? Now, this tube of seed beads that we normally sell should be £12.95, and indeed it is right now on the website. If you wanted to buy it separately, you could do that. But you know what? Phil would like to give you today, you lucky jewellery making people, a free strand of hematite. So you're getting the seed beads as you normally would do for £12.95, and he's just chucking in a strand of hematite. Phil, who authorised that, Phil? Don't think it was me, was it? Ah, our lovely Scott, you lucky people at home. That is exceptional value for money. Hematite's still a beautiful, genuine gemstone strand. Very, very gorgeous. There's something kind of quite sort of, do you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to put it out there. Might not mean anything to the people at home. It's very Blade Runner, this, isn't it? Kind of really kind of futuristic. Really very gorgeous. I love a rondelle like this as well. You've got a really healthy drill hole on them. Have we got time to just pour some of these seed beads out so we can have a look at the drill holes on those? Can I get a little dish, please? Lovely, Lauren, if you've got one. If not, our fabulous. We've got a new floor manager tonight. His name's Michael. He's normally on the other shift. Here he is. He's always got a smile. Thank you very much, Michael. I don't know if that's deep enough, but we'll try. I'll be pouring seed beads all over the desk. But let's have a look. We'll just pour some out for you. Look at the opulence. And I just want to draw your attention to the fact that if you did go for that style by earlier, it would be a fabulous colour, wouldn't it? Look at that with the smoky quartz. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, I did want to draw your attention to the drill hole. What is the drill hole, I hear you ask, if you're completely new? The drill hole is simply the hole that goes through the bead. So it means that you can get lots of different threading materials through it. Can we see that? Look at that. My tweezer skills have gone from 0 to full top marks in the space of a week. I'm quite proud of myself. They are gorgeous. So remember, you are getting hundreds of those. They are normally £12.95 on their own for the tube, but indeed we're getting some hematite as well. Em in Northamptonshire. Gosh, Martha, you look too young to even know about Blade Runner. Oh, Em, I like you. Cheers, cheers, Em. What a cool name as well. Everybody's got a cool name to go with M. Michael, Martha. That's it in the studio today, I'm afraid. So, Claire, Macdonald.
Yes,
I'm just going to call you by your surname from now on.
Okay.
Well done to everybody grabbing that. That's amazing value for money. Just remember, you only need to get to £35 and then you're getting free gift as well. I like that idea. We've got lots more to show you though. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave those there because they're probably going to go everywhere. Oh, lovely, lovely Moonstone. Now, when I first came to Jewellery Maker just over 2 years ago, I thought that Moonstone only came in like the rainbow variety. I'd never seen any other colours of Moonstone, but I was educated very quickly. This is a brand new strand of Moonstone with the gorgeous peaches as well as that classic Moonstone colour. They're 8mm rounds and he's done a cheeky double treble. So we've got 2 of those strands. There's 120 carats, completely natural. So together, 240 carats in total. What a lovely fresh colour. We were talking about neutrals earlier, weren't we? And maybe you're making jewellery for somebody that doesn't want to be too jazzy, that wants to keep it quite understated but still have those beautiful genuine gemstones. I think that the multicolour Moonstone is the one for them, isn't it? Gorgeous Norwegian Moonstone as well, a real famous source, fabulous location for that. We all know, hopefully you know it as well at home, that Moonstone is a member of the feldspar family. It's got a really nice toughness to it as well, so you can do a lot to it. But the Moonstone, it's all about the agilorescence, isn't it? What is agilorescence, I hear you ask? Well, it's that beautiful soft shimmer that indeed looks like the moon. As you twirl the gemstone around, you'll be able to see it. We do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on every single product that we sell so that you can get them home and have a little look. Because we are in quite a clinical environment in this studio. It's quite a white light, isn't it, Technical Director Ryan? And sometimes you can't see those optical properties that you get at home. So please do get it home, and you will do for £9.95. Get it home, give it a try, see what it will work with. By all means, get your findings. Do you think it would work with a brushed copper? Be pretty nice with that, wouldn't we? We've got some antique bronze coming up in the kit at 3 o'clock as well. Do you see what I'm saying about all those beautiful neutrals that would go? Yes, you're right, ladies and gentlemen, that is half round. And we do have square wire as well. Lucky, lucky people. Stay tuned for 3 o'clock. Beautiful, beautiful work. £9.95. That's a steal of a deal, isn't it? Please do get on the phone lines. IA 0800. My mouth ran away with me there. 6444 655. I would like to point out to everybody at home that we're now owned by a lovely company called Immediate, and when Immediate came in a few weeks ago, they've got this big sweetie jar, and now every single member of the TV team and our guest designers alike are just living on these sweets. I've got a really big bowl down here. It's literally like Halloween every day. So if we're really excited, it's not only because we're excited about the gemstones, but because we're full of sugar for the rest of the day. £9.95. Well done to Daisy. What a lovely name, Daisy. Isabel in Angus, Eleanor, Stephanie in Swansea, and Shirley in Cambridgeshire. Oh, my neck of the woods. Well done. I can see some beautiful blue agilorescence coming out of this. Remember, you can get your authenticity card as well. It's 25p to add to your order. And that's just basically for you guys, you know, if you're a collector of gemstones, you want to know all about it. You want to know the carat weight, where the source is, if it's been treated with anything. But also for your customers, maybe you're making for craft fairs and you can prove to them, do you know what? This is a genuine gemstone. It's the real deal. How lovely for them to have that reassurance as well. And that's how you build up your customer base, I think. Absolutely glorious. Well done. £9.95 for some Moonstone madness. But we've got lots and lots more to show you. We've got a star buy. Are we going to do a star buy now? Oh my word. It's a really, really big bundle. It's a seed bead surprise coming up right now. Ooh, now I spotted this earlier and I was really very excited. For me, seed beads are absolutely amazing. What is a seed bead, I hear you ask? If you're new to Jewellery Maker, a seed bead is just a 2 or 3 mil round that you're able to make incredibly intricate designs with, or you can certainly use those as spaces in between your bigger designs. Now, we've got 10 strands of quartzite. Quartzite is a beautiful gemstone because it takes on dye beautifully well, which means it can mimic those gorgeous colours that you see in more higher end gemstones. So for instance, the dark ruby reds, the beautiful amethyst colours, What about colours of rose quartz, colours of malachite? This is a wonderful zesty kind of peridot colour. You've got a bright white, a gorgeous apatite. Then how about a little bit of a kind of a labradorite colour? And then finally, well, that blue's kind of like a tourmaline Pariba, isn't it? A Pariba tourmaline. If you do watch the Genuine Gemstone Company's channels, Pariba tourmaline commands such a high price. So you're getting 10 strands in total. Isn't that absolutely amazing? So they're tiny little 2mm rounds. Can you imagine the workmanship that's gone into cutting and ensuring that each and every single one is uniform? Isn't that amazing to work on something so minuscule like that and to have a beautiful uniformity to them? And what a divine colour. Now they do command a higher price because of that intricate workmanship. They are gorgeous. So you've got, I'll give you the actual colours because I kind of pretended I knew what the colours were. 10 carats of the apple green, 10 carats of the blue, 10 carats of the dark purple, 10 carats of the peach. And then we go slightly bigger, 12 carats of the lavender, 12 carats of the light yellow, 12 carats of the rose pink, 12 carats of the white, 15 carats of the dark green, and then 5 carats of the blue. All perfect 2mm rounds. So if you are into your bead loom, or if you're into making cuffs, if you know our guest designer Prue, she makes amazing designs with little intricate pieces like this. This is the one to go for. All the colours of the rainbow, aren't they? But they're kind of like it's a lovely kind of muted rainbow. It's not too jazzy. So if you to buy them all separately, and we welcome you to do that, and in fact tomorrow morning that's what you'll have to do because we do in-show offers for you watching right now. £29.50 is what you buy. So they're £2.95 each. But you know what? We're going to take a third off that price for you, and we're going all the way down. Everybody pays that lowest price, £19.95. So less than £2 a strand. Let's have a look at how long those strands are. I'll just take one. I might take the darkest one so you'll be able to see it. Look at that. You have got easily hundreds on there. What we should have done, lovely Phil, is we should have counted them, shouldn't we? Shall I do the traditional count out 10 and then we can guesstimate? Well, you know what I should do? If they're 2mm rounds, we can work it out, can't we? We can get our Carol Vorderman head out. 38 centimetres divided by 2, that's 160, is it not? I would guesstimate that's around about 160. Please do text in if I've got my maths completely wrong there. But that is wonderful, isn't it? Now, all the colours work beautifully well together. Just give them a little bit of a twist and you'll be able to see what a statement piece you can make with that. Isn't there? Tons and tons. So we reckon, I'm going to say that there's at least 1,000 beads that you're getting for £19.95. And look how perfect each and every single one is. Can you see how uniform the dye is as well, that quartzite has been dyed with? It's gorgeous. There's no inclusions. It's all crystal clear. That is adorable, isn't it? Just really, really quite delicious colours, fresh colours for the season. If you have looked at the Pantone colours for 2016, remember you're getting that Serenity Blue, that's in there, and that beautiful Rose Quartz, that's in there as well. Now, lovely Claire, for people that have never used seed beads before, what do you use them for?
Again, a variety of things. They're really versatile sized gems. So like you said, because they're all a uniform shape, so they are great for if you're following patterns for things because you haven't, you know, they'll sit beautifully together. So I think it was last night I mentioned about, you know, doing a heart. If you follow a pattern for a heart, which I know I have done a demo of a show. So if you're interested in that, if you message me and I'll tell you what date it was.
Fab.
But you only need, I think it's about it's either 31 or 33 gems, and that makes a beautiful little heart shape. So all you need is the 30-ish gems and monofilament, and you just sort of follow the pattern. But if you're not into sort of doing patterns, you know, like you say, you've got your beading loom, but also you know, just little tiny embellishments on jewellery. So, for example, your wire writing, if you know, just have a couple of you know, the bubble sort of like dangles hanging off the end of a word, or spacing in between other gems. I mean, endless really. They are wonderful to have in your stash. And when, you know, again, you know, we talked about having respect for the materials you're using. You know, they are so small, aren't they, and delicate that a lot of work has gone into them. So, you know, anything you do with them is going to be beautiful.
Gorgeous, they're really wonderful. That is an amazing style buy. Well done everybody. 10 strands of genuine gemstones for $19.95. Exceptional. But we've got lots more. In fact, I was just talking about Prima Hemo, wasn't I? Well done if you are going for Free Gift Friday. That will automatically happen if you spend over £35. You get a free gift with your order. Amazing. That's probably, I think we said this morning, it was definitely 2 free strands, didn't we? I was talking about Prima Hemo is very well known. She's only been with us for about a year, but she's made a real impact as guest designer. Now she, in her last designer inspiration, used these beautiful ribbons. They're called flower print snow yarn ribbons. You've got 3 meters of the cream, 3 meters of the pink, and 3 meters of the mint green. I will show you them all in detail, but they are right up my street, guys. I would wear a dress, certainly, with every single one of those. Can you imagine if you're making chokers out of them, how pretty they would be? I believe that Prue did some knitting with them, and she did some decoupage with them as well. How amazing. They're 25 millimeters in their diameter, and they're so fine and beautiful. They have never been seen not in a kit. Let me pull them out for you. They're so soft. And look at that print on there. It's a real kind of vintage print, isn't it? How pretty is that? I would love to see, actually, maybe we'll find on Facebook for you later on some of the pictures that lovely Prue of her designs, just to inspire us. But I don't think we've got a lot of stock. £17.85 would be if you bought them all separately. So they're $5.95, aren't they, for 3 meters? Let me just show you the different colours. That's the green one. Here's the very pretty white. It's so soft and delicate. It's really very lovely indeed, but pretty strong, to be honest, as a textile. There's something really, vintage looking about it. If you love that style, I certainly do. It's something I love. If you wanted to team these up with pearls, can you imagine if you had a really big pearl drop and that as a choker, how pretty that would be? That's the pink. We're going to do an amazing price. We're going to go all the way down. We're taking £7.90 off your price. Everybody pays that lower price, remember? It's creeping in. £9.95 for 9 meters of that beautiful ribbon. I've never seen it before, I must admit. Must have been when I was off in Australia, lovely Phil. But it was absolutely gorgeous. Look at those colours. Flying out the doors on those. If you can find us the date that it was on, Phil, we can get our lovely viewers to have a little look at the YouTube channel to inspire themselves so they can see. Remember, we've got thousands of hours worth of footage available on YouTube, so if you do love Claire's designs, or maybe you love Fleur's designs, maybe Hannah Osborne's that's coming up tonight, you can have a little look in the YouTube search engine and see all the shows that they have done. £9.95, that's exceptional value for money, isn't it? Very, very beautiful. It was on the 12th of February. I'm fascinated to watch that, actually. I'm going to get home and have a little look because that's absolutely exceptional. £9.95. What kind of colours would you team it up with? Well, I guess all the colours that you've just had in that amazing style buy would look beautiful, wouldn't it? You know what? They work perfectly, Phil. It's like you've planned it. Gorgeous work. Remember, super duper easy to order at Jewellery Maker, 0800 644 655. You can go on jewellerymaker.com. We've got over 30,000 products for you. Or you can go on the app, which we've got available for iPhone and Android. I watch in the bath. It's absolutely brilliant. You can watch the TV 24 hours a day. We do repeats after 9 o'clock at night, but we're live every morning from 8 a.m. And indeed we will be all weekend where we're going to the races. It's a day at the races this weekend, so we're very excited indeed. I'll be joining you tomorrow with lovely Linda Brumwell. So much more to see though, because it is our brilliant bundle hour. We're going to do some... Indeed it is. A lovely reference. I'm gonna make people guess my age again. I don't know if anybody... Claire might get this reference. It's, do you remember the rock band Free and All Right Now? Remember that song? It was on a chewing gum advert.
Yeah.
Phil's done a bit of a pun. It's all white now. It's exhausting being with Phil on a daily basis. I don't know how our lovely producer Kim does it. She manages to anyway. You've got 2 times 175 carats of white colour dyed quartz. They are faceted rondelles, 7 by 4 mil. on a 30 centimetre strand. Look how glorious and bright white you're getting there. They're fresh, aren't they? And our lovely budding beaders have done some incredible pieces for us, featuring our seed beads actually as spacers. Look at these. This is gorgeous Anne. Gorgeous Anne. She's got a love of Tanzanite, has our lovely Anne. Look how pretty that is, and how kind of glacial's the wrong word, but you know what I mean? Really fresh, really fresh and exciting, isn't it? It's going to dress up any outfit that you wear it with. They are lovely. And the fact that they've been faceted as well, you get that little bit of sparkle with it. Phil would name this the Icelandic disco if he was to name this bundle. Absolutely glorious. So very, very beautiful indeed. I just love how fresh they are.
Be great with the first kit, wouldn't it? With all that white wire.
Oh, yeah,
really
it really would do. Yeah, that would be lovely. Actually, it's going to go great. Sorry, Maggie, I'm just going to move this 1 second. It would go great with our deal of the day, wouldn't it? Look at that, with our blue opal later on. So you can get the blue opal and our all white now. I'm guessing you're going to have change from around about £30. We'll find out when our lovely Phil pops that price on. That is beautiful. £6.95 for those. I'm sorry guys, I keep telling you the price before it's come in. That's absolutely amazing. £6.95, and this blue opal you'll see is going under £20. So you can get all of that delivered today with your P&P of £2.95 for £30. But you probably want to spend a little bit more. Maybe you want to get your wire working DVD as well, which we still have in stock. I said wire working, I mean wire writing. I'm scared to say it in case I fall over it, to be honest. And then you virtually get your free gift, aren't you? Free Gift Friday. I love that idea. Stock up your stash today with us. It's the best day of the month to stock up your stash for sure, isn't it? Very, very, very busy on that. We do welcome your input. Please send us a text message. What do you reckon to this kind of bundle? What do you reckon to Phil's crazy puns? We do welcome you into the Jewellery Maker family. There's plenty of space. You know, we were talking about it as a gang last night, weren't we?
Yeah.
A Jewellery Maker gang. But like a proper friendly gang.
Yeah, a nice gang.
Yeah.
Can I bring that to it?
Yes,
I haven't finished it,
please.
but it just you can see how well it works, because you could just strand them on that, couldn't you?
Oh, that would be magnificent. If you went for the first kit, have we still got some first kit available? That's on the website. If you have a look at the products seen on today's show, you'll be able to get that. It's called Sugar Skulls by Claire Macdonald. She's just been able to weave a frame for it. What's it called?
Yeah, I've just netted.
Netting.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
But it goes beautifully with that, with the white. Yeah.
Looks brilliant, doesn't it? And even if you double-stranded up those quartzes, they'd be perfect. Nice and busy on the phone lines for that. I do not blame you one bit, guys. That is an exceptional deal. That's what we're famous for. Well done to everybody going for that. And thank you very much to Anne, our lovely budding beader, who has made some beautiful samples. Free Gift Friday, spend £35 or more, and you will get exceptional value for money. Now we're going from that beautiful, fresh, crisp white to a bit of a stormy grey. I like this, Phil. You are stash building for our viewers at home today. Look at these. Phil says it reflects his mood. Oh, Phil, you're not having a good day, mate. It's all right. You get to work with me and Claire and Wes and Maggie. It's apparently, Claire, you're the problem.
Oh.
Phil's just got a bit of an attitude,
Well,
doesn't
do you know
he?
what, Phil? Yeah, I might
He's
have
really
a bit of a problem with
hard-faced
you
young
as
man.
well. Yeah. I didn't want to bring it up, but as you started it.
We'll get Phil out later for you guys, because you might not know that I'm talking about my lovely producer, Phil, who is, he's been a designer inspiration stalwart for nearly 2 years. It must nearly be your 2-year anniversary. Anyway, I digress. Apologies. 5 times 95 carats of genuine gemstones. These are grey colour dyed quartz plain rounds at 6mm. You're getting 35 centimetres on each. £2 a strand. Can you work out how many metres I've got? 5 times 35 centimetres. It's over a metre, isn't it? Let's work out for you how many metres of gemstones you're getting. They're really lovely dove grey. 1.75 metres of gemstones. Let's just say that one more time. 1.75 metres of genuine gemstones for £9 for change from a £10 note. I welcome you to go anywhere else. Have a little look on websites, go down the high street, flick through all your shopping TV channels. £9.95 for 1.75 metres. It is crazy. It's no wonder we're all crazy. These prices are driving us insane. All I would do with that, get your monofilament. It comes in your beading thread kit. And then simply restrand it, give it a twist. Big old huge toggle clasp, I reckon probably in a bright yellow gold. That'd be gorgeous, wouldn't it? We're looking forward to the Oscars, aren't we, this weekend, and all the inspiration that those beautiful actresses will be wearing in their jewellery. I think that this would be a fabulous look with a little black dress, wouldn't it? That is glorious. £9.95 for those. A lovely stormy grey. We're nearly at springtime though. In a month's time on Sunday, those clocks go forward, so I'm very excited about that. So we can stop thinking about grey clouds and thinking about happy summer times instead. If you did get your seed beads from earlier, do you see what I'm saying about the gold that pops with it? It's beautiful, isn't it? Well done to Geraldine in Gloucestershire, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, Deborah in Pennsylvania. Hi Deborah. You joined us yesterday, I think, and we were working out what time it was in Pennsylvania and how warm it was. I assumed it would be nice and warm in America. I think it's probably the same as here, isn't it? Not too bad though, is it?
It's all right today. I think it's quite bright.
Yeah, bright and sunny.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show that we are a worldwide company. It's lovely to know that you're being watched in America. When I was over in Australia, actually, I did check up on you, Phil, and everybody. Made sure that you were all doing what you were supposed to be doing. You certainly were. Free Gift Friday applies to all of you. Spend over £35 and get a wonderful free gift from Jewellery Maker. But we've got loads more to show you indeed. I'm sorry I missed that. Oh, go. Oh, I really, really like this. Now, a very unique strand for us to have on Jewellery Maker. There is not a lot of them. This is natural chrysacola. It's two strands of 170 carats. They're plain small nuggets. They range from 2x1 to 9x1 on 85 centimetre strand. So that is 1.7 metres of gemstones. So nearly as much as we just had. Now chrysacola, let's see where this comes from, lovely Phil, so I can... So completely natural and sourced in Africa. Look at the colours. It's kind of got those reminiscent of turquoise colours, hasn't it? It's really very beautiful indeed. Only 32 opportunities available on this. Okay, I'm a bit concerned about what you've just said there, Phil. How can that be possible? Everybody pays that lowest price, remember, £5.95 for 2 strands of genuine gemstones, of a unique, rare gemstone that we don't often see it, do we, on Jewellery Maker? We've got some beautiful chrysacola cabs at the moment, actually. Hopefully they will still be in stock. Can you imagine if you did some netting like Claire's just been showing us, and you netted a cabochon onto a really beautiful rustic nugget necklace? That would look gorgeous. Again, even if you wanted to do a very quick make like our lovely Mark Smith does, get some memory wire, strand your nuggets on it, and you've got instant bracelets. Memory wire as well is about £2.95 for all the different coils of that. It would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Looks fabulous, just as a big chunky cuff. You're all coming in for that, I'm absolutely not surprised. £5.95. Super easy to order on 0800 644 655 and on jewellerymaker.com. And you know what? All delivered, regardless of how many times you pop in during the day, for £2.95. That's exceptional. I ordered off a shopping channel last week. It cost me £9.95 for 1 unit to be delivered. I won't tell you what it was. It wasn't jewellery, but that's amazing, isn't it? And you know what? It only arrived yesterday. So we've got amazing delivery times. Please do feel free to give us a call. That is gorgeous colours, isn't it? Just lovely bright blues. How does Mother Nature create that colour naturally? It's gorgeous, isn't it? And to have it in the kind of rough nugget as well. Am I right, gentlemen, in thinking that maybe if you've got a surfer gentleman in your life, or maybe you've got some hemp or some leather thongs, you want to strand some nuggets on, that would look beautiful, wouldn't it? Everybody always laughs when I say leather thongs, but you know what I mean, don't you, Claire?
I did have to suppress a little.
Did you?
Yeah.
A leather thong, that's what it's called, isn't it? I think it might be called. Please do text in if I'm wrong. Text in JM Studio, Martha. They're not called leather thongs. They're called, what's a piece of leather called then? In a necklace, what would you call it?
Yeah,
a strip, a leather strip.
I suppose it would
A
be
strap. I think that's something else entirely. Anyway, £5.95. It's absolutely beautiful. Well done to everybody. You know what, Lee in Cardiff, thanks so much today. You've been checking out all day. You've gone for 3 of those. So for under £18, you'd be getting 1.7 times 3. God, you've got nearly an Olympic 100 metres worth of chrysacola. That is absolutely beautiful. Well done on taking advantage of that. Very gorgeous indeed. Oh, we have had a message. Customer, can't beat a leather thong, Martha. I've got a few. Now, customer, come on. Don't be anonymous. Join in. Let us know who you are. Actually, in Australia, flip-flops are called thongs, which is a bit weird. Mary and Jenny in Hertfordshire, it is called a leather thong. Thank you, Mary, and thank you, Jerry. Us 3, we're right, they're all wrong. Well done, that's nearly sold out, that beautiful, gorgeous colour of chrysacola. But we've got loads more to show you. Oh, yeah. Really, really beautiful. Now, we have lots of obsidian, and obsidian holds a special place in my heart, actually. I kind of need to tell you, but I need to get my story right. So I'll tell you about obsidian tomorrow if we've got any obsidian in tomorrow's shows. But it's beautiful because it's golden obsidian. I'm just going to take my rings off because I feel like they're distracting from the gemstones today. I do apologise. Ignore those. They're my Nana's rings, so I always feel like I have to have them on my fingers now. Beautiful, beautiful. Golden Glory. 2 golden obsidian plain rounds, 4mm. You're getting 20 carats on each strand. This is yummy. Look, can you see? Obsidian is normally a very dark, deep black. It's almost like an onyx black, but this has got the golden running through it. Let me see where it's from, and I will... It's Mexican obsidian, so it fits in with our sugar skulls, doesn't it? Indeed. It's completely natural. There'd be great eyes for the skull. Golden obsidian is jet black in the shade, but glistens gold in the sunshine. Wow, wow, wow. We've got a particular mine that we use and source from in Mexico. So it's actually confined. Where you find it, actually, obsidian, is where recent volcanic activity has been. It's really quite wonderful. It's been known to man since the dawn of time. And actually there's a lot of obsidian. If you go to the British Museum, it's a really great place to go to. There's lots of obsidian used in artefacts and in something called the Black Mirror. If you want to have a little look at that. Here comes that price. It's going all the way down, £6.95. Wow, wow, wow. £6.95. I urge you, look at that colour. They're like little worlds, aren't they? What was that film, Phil, you'll know? The film where the cat's got the little world around its collar. Do you know the one I mean? Men in Black. Do you know, and it looks like it's alive, doesn't it? I really want to be able to get, can you see that shimmer as I move it? The absolute universe in a gemstone, that's what that's saying to me. £6.95. So £3.50 a strand, essentially. They are absolutely stunning. Really very different, so unique. How wonderful to be able to have this opportunity, to be able to experience this. 1/3 of the stock has gone now. It's getting busier and busier. No wonder, these are brilliant bundles, aren't they? There's something a little bit different for you today on a Friday. Absolutely glorious. Get as many home as you can. Maybe you've got some ideas in mind for these, and designs in mind. They'd be beautiful, and in fact they go gorgeously with our kit that's coming up at 3. We've got some real rustic colours of agate. Look at, can you see that one? The 3rd one in? Wow, it's almost like a cat's eye effect, isn't it? I absolutely adore these. They are really very glorious indeed. My word. Lovely, Claire. What do you reckon to these? I hear you've bought golden obsidian from us in the past.
Yeah, I didn't know about it before, and then I had it in a kit, and like you say, it's got that phenomena, hasn't it? So you are drawn to just keep moving it and staring at exactly what it does. But you could do, you know, when you have the sea beads, because you're obviously just gone up in size, but with you still got the uniform shape. So you could just do exactly the same with those, but it would be an absolutely fantastic addition to the kit. I was just thinking you could just dangle one, couldn't you? If I pass you that one,
yes, please
you
do.
could just put. I mean, you'd only need one of those on
Sorry,
there.
grab
just just one, you know, on a head pin, and that would just, you know, that would be lovely. Works with really well with the
that is
antique bronze and the copper, doesn't it?
That's an incredible kit coming up at 3 o'clock today. We are thinking about wire writing, and we're thinking about square wire and half round wire. We're going to learn all about it. Oh, thank you very much, Director Maggie, for showing us those. That's a quick teaser for you, but we've still got another 10 minutes to get through as much as we can. We're going to go for something completely different and juicy and gorgeous and kind of reminded me of a daiquiri that you have on a holiday. Look at these. Wow, 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 what a fabulous colour. An absolutely gorgeous kind of, you know, the traditional coral, I've got so much I can't even hold it. You know, the traditional coral colours? That's kind of what this watermelon heaven is kind of reminding me of. It's gorgeous. You're getting pink quartzite rounds in 6mm, 12mm, and then a humongous 14mm. They're almost the size of golf balls. They're beautiful. So on the 6mm, you're getting 80 carats. On the 12mm, 350 carats. And on the 14mm, 475 carats. That's a combined carat weight of 905 carats, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that lovely? They're so fresh. They're so summery. You know what, though? Phil wants it out of the vault. Phil's been told, get it out, otherwise we can't buy any more new products. Well, that's what we want to do, and that's what we want Endeavour to give you. You can see those prices going down. Every single person pays. The lowest price is $6.95, but it was $15.85, Phil. We've taken it all the way down to £6.95. Again, I do urge you to think about this, guys. £6.95, a genuine gemstones, massive, huge. Look at this watermelon quartz. You know what? You've got the beautiful Hannah Osborne coming up tonight. She does incredible designs with real chunky beads like this that look amazing.
That girl, I saw her just before I came in. She looked absolutely amazing, and that would go with her. Yeah. I mean, she always looks amazing.
I'm jealous of like ladies like
especially amazing
Hannah.
Today. Yeah.
I imagine she just rolls out of bed looking like that.
Yeah, she's absolute elegance, isn't she?
It really is. £6.95. Just going to put them across the back of my hand as well, just to draw your attention to the fact that I've still got a bit of a tan. Can you imagine as we move into summer how beautiful this colour is going to look against your tan skin? If you've got the... Oh, can I put it with the white quartzite that we had earlier? Yeah. Oh, I think we nearly sold out of it. Oh, but if you were lucky enough to go for it, look at those. How fresh are they together? If you were just going to wear your denims and your white T-shirt and then you had that all kind of twisted together, I think that would be absolutely beautiful and certainly a talking point. And that's what we want people to say to us, don't we? There's nothing I love more than when people go, ooh, where did you get that? And you can say, actually, I made it. There's nothing nicer than that. £6.95. 0800 644 655. Well done to everybody coming in for that. Again, Lee in Cardiff. Lee, I wonder how many free gifts you're getting today. I think you've bought every single bundle that the lovely Phil has put together for us. I talked about doing a bit of a twist. There you go. You can see all the different shapes and sizes there. They are glorious, aren't they? Well, you're a pink girl. You were talking about
I do, yeah. I love pinks. I would put it. You know the chrysacola that you had.
Yes.
I think if you put it with something like that, just a completely different colour and your textures there. I think that might work really well as well because you've got sort of turquoises in it, haven't you? Oh, that's lovely.
The blue opal deal of the day, guys. A deal of the day. We have one every 4 o'clock. And they're beautiful blues that work well there. Jennifer in the West Midlands, OMG! I need to spend another 5p for the freebie. Jenny in Moseley,
come on,
I
Jenny,
love your style.
5p
Jenny,
then.
I live in Moseley too. I wonder if you're up my streets. I can bring it home for you if you like. I'll just pop to the warehouse and bring it straight back. I think, Jenny, you should go for the deal of the day coming up at 4:20 today. That's that beautiful blue opal. We've also got an amazingly huge, never seen these before. How 70s and jazzy and fabulous is that? Remind me when that's coming up, lovely Phil. In the 4 o'clock hour.
It's a gorgeous metallic necklace. Love, love, love it. We've also got Amalite for under £10 in that hour as well. And don't forget, if you are a big fan of Claire, and we know that you are, we've got still some availability, of her lovely DVD. It's, here we go, it's Wire Writing. It was Claire's first DVD, but it certainly won't be her last. It's been so popular, hugely successful. We launched it last Friday. We've still got stock of it now. At the bottom of the screen, that's CITY09. And it's for complete beginners. If you've never done wire writing before, this is the one you need to go for. And then you'll get addicted. And you'll be wire writing absolutely everything, won't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be gorgeous. Well done to everybody going for that. Lovely Alan, who used to be a guest designer on our channel. Great minds think alike. The pink and white, wow for summer. 5 of the large pink in the strand, and then in the strand of white. Great show and deals. Thank you, Alan in London.
Well,
We're
I hope
talking
you're
last
better.
night, won't we?
Yeah.
We miss Alan.
Yeah, we do miss
We do
him.
indeed.
We do.
But hopefully we'll see him very soon indeed. There's that gorgeous blue opal coming up at 4:20. That's in an hour and a half's time. Still got loads more to show you. Ooh, I'm going to show you my favourite fancy faceted. I think it's black agates. It could be black onyxes, but no, it's black agates, isn't it? I love this. It's a Downton Abbey kind of style. And it's called... Oh, I'm so sorry. Should we do that one first? Yeah, we'll do the drops first, but we'll do them together because they work so well together. Yummy. Whoa. They are lovely. These for me are your most affordable, quickest money-making earrings you'll ever see. Go onto our website, buy yourself some of our silver-plated shepherd's hooks, and take 2 of these drops. They're perfectly uniformed, so they're all 16 by 8, and you've got some amazing earrings. So classy, so beautiful. Drop it like it's hot. 2 times 100 carats of black agate faceted drops. 16 by 8. They are yummy, yummy, yummy. Look at that sparkle and that scintillation that's coming off of those. Can you imagine if you're walking into kind of like you're going into a party and you've got light coming off those earrings? They would be just gorgeous. We've only got 30 left. £9.95. You snuck that in. That's absolutely amazing. I think they'd work perfectly well with my dress. Let's have a little look. If you did want to do a restrand, a drop's always going to work nicely as a waterfall rather than a direct restrand. You guys love this. Look at that. I'm not even moving. And it's blinding Paul wears on cameras. No wonder he wears a baseball cap every day. That's amazing. Look at that. I absolutely adore those. There's nothing chicer or classier. Can you imagine if you had some white pearls as well? Don't know if we've got any pearls, but they would look stunning, wouldn't they? Really very beautiful indeed. That is a no-brainer. Do you know what a no-brainer is? You don't even have to think about it. Pick up the phones, 0800 644 655. Just buy, get it home, see what you think. If it's not absolutely everything that we promise, then you send it straight back to us. But you know what? We've got one of the lowest return rates that for a company I've ever worked for, because the product is absolutely amazing. And the quality is there every single time. And you know the prices are there because you're paying £9.95. You could sell these earrings easily if you were to make them into shepherd hooks earrings. £5 a piece minimum. You'd be getting the profit back off that tenfold. Now, the one that I did go for that works perfectly with those strands. Remember, it is Free Gift Friday. Spend £35 or more and receive a free Jewellery Maker gift with your order. These are the same idea, but in some really gorgeous faceted rounds. 6mm and 8mm. Look, the sparkle is amazing, isn't it? Dark nights. They are dark nights, but you know what? They're drawing in. It was only dark. Started to get dark about 6 o'clock last night, I think, in lovely Birmingham. They are approximately 6mm and 8mm. So on the 6mm, you're getting 90 carats, and on the 8mm, you're getting 150. So that's a combined carat weight of 240 carats. That's how you know they're genuine gemstone, guys. We measure them in carat weights. To get 240 carats, that's exceptional, isn't it? I cannot wait to see what price point we're going to do with these. Are you? Oh my word! This is your basic colours as well, your monochrome colours. We're going all the way down. You're buying already £6.95. I urge you to pick up that phone. One deal today, £6.95 is the one, isn't it? Absolutely glorious. If you went for the white quartz earlier, if you've got any pearls in your stash whatsoever, they're going to be beautiful, just with a few pearl accents. Simple restrand. You are filling up the phone lines. How many opportunities have we got on this one? Only 70 left now, only 70 remain, so it's fastest finger first, really, isn't it? Belinda and Buckinghamshire, in fact, a lot of you multi-buying, they are stunners, stunners, stunners. Really very beautiful. They'd work well with our agate. They go well if you have made a sugar skull. Can you imagine if you put your sugar skull onto one of that, in fact the 6mm I think strand, he'd be beautiful, wouldn't he, just sitting on there. Shall I do that really quickly? Have we got time? Let's have a little go and strand it. And Claire's made a beautiful wire necklace base out of some gorgeous zari thread. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to get it off now.
Might have trapped it on there.
I think you might have trapped it on there. Yeah, what about the other one? Where's the other one? He's gone away already, hasn't he? He's gone for photography.
I've got that
okay.
One, but yeah, it hasn't got a...
Oh, let's do that, yeah. Wow, you finished him.
Yeah, I was just putting it for Leah, because apparently Leah likes them, so...
Oh, Leah's one of our lovely directors at Jewellery Maker. Isn't that beautiful? That would just be so simple and effective. And like you were saying earlier, you don't need to put the cabochon behind it, do you?
No, not at all.
It's perfect without it. That brand new white wire in that sugar skulls. Do you know what? The word sugar skulls and wire writing.
I know, there's a lot of alliteration, isn't there, today? Just to test you.
Yeah. I got home last night, I was exhausted. And talking today, exhausting. You wouldn't think that, would you? Do let us know if you want to see anything in particular for Claire to do. It's lovely, isn't it? You can give us a text on 60777. Lovely producer Phil will put your text messages forward to us, especially if you've got any questions for Claire. She is an absolute expert, but you know what, these prices, you cannot go wrong, can you? I really want to put my skull back on. I can't be without it now. I'm going to do a Jenny Cleary technique of just going home wearing the jewellery and just hoping nobody notices, because for me, that's just the one. We've got a really exciting hour for you in the next hour. Look at that. Oh, this is so different and great. It's yummy, yummy, yummy. I love it. So the next hour, 3 o'clock this afternoon. So many exciting ideas. We've got half round wire, we've got square wire, we've got the biggest agates I've ever seen. It's a really low quantity kit, so as soon as you see the code come up on the screen after the break, you've got to go for that one. We've got loads of inspiration for you. Go and pop the kettle on, have a biscuit. We'll eat from the fish tank of sweets and get even more sugar inside our system, and we'll see you after this.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker have a special offer running on our workshops. If you book yourself on 4 workshops, you'll receive £50 off. We have a variety of courses to choose from beginner to advanced, covering a wide selection of mediums. This is a limited offer until the end of February, so book your places now to avoid disappointment. Join Jewellery Maker for our Day at the Races weekend. Our designers will have you chomping at the bit, featuring everything from micro macrame and diamond copper wire to sterling silver and fascinators. If you want to be a front runner, make sure you tune in for lots of inspiration and tutorials straight from the horse's mouth. Our amazing star buys will get you off to a flying start, and our jewellery kits are sure to put you on a winning streak. You simply must watch the show. Sorry to be a nag.
Good afternoon, jewellery makers. My name is Martha and this is the lovely Claire. We welcome you into a world of jewellery making. We're here live every day from 8 till 9. I'm sorry, I've got a sweetie in my mouth. I thought I could swallow it in time, but I do apologise. Now, you know what? We've got the last of stock of the introduction to the wire writing DVD. It's £4.95. Claire, what's it all about?
It's basically if you're sort of new to any level of jewellery making, really, it's sort of like a basic introduction to manipulating your wire into to form words. So like wire, obviously wire writing, so which allows you to personalise things, or if you look, you know, in not just in jewellery but all around, you know, sort of like inspirational, aspirational words. You know, that people use all the time. So you can, obviously, it doesn't have to be your name, but, you know, I've put things like hope. We're going to do bless, bliss, things like that. So it just allows you to manipulate that wire to send sort of like little messages, really.
I love it. It's so personalised, isn't it? And in a world where nothing really feels personalised anymore, and I don't know if you were the sad child at the theme park or at the beach like I was that never found her name on anything. It's so lovely to be able to do that, especially in a day and age now where we've got such unique names as well.
Yes,
I mean, your daughter's called Lola. That's not a particularly prevalent name, is it? It's a beautiful name.
Yeah. And my other daughter is called Ellen. So there were lots. So there used to be lots of Helens, but no Ellens. No Ellens. Yeah.
It's amazing value for money. If you've ever bought any of our tutorial DVDs before, you'll know that they're absolutely exceptional. You're getting a guest designer in your house talking you through these amazing new techniques. It's suitable for beginners as well. £4.95 gets you the introduction, the Love Necklace and Ring Project, the Hope Necklace, the Wire Writing Key Rings, and the Happy Rainbow Necklace, which we all adore actually in the studio. It's really very beautiful indeed. It's super easy to order on Jewellery Maker. There's a free phone number. It's 0800 644 655, or you can go along to our website JewelleryMaker.com, where there are over 30,000 products and lots of other inspirational DVDs as well, from the likes of, if you're into wire working, Alison Tarry does some, Laura Binding does some as well. We've got a lovely comment from Debbie in New Jersey. Just a thought, would you make individual letters with loops and join them with small jump rings to form the words or names, Claire?
Yeah, you could, absolutely, you could do. That'd be a really lovely idea. I might have a play with that, because I think that would be lovely. Yeah, you just have to, when we do the demo now, I'll sort of show you where you would almost hide the shape of the wire to get the jump ring in. So yeah, you could sort of really play about with that. That'd be lovely, yeah. Because you could make up a load then, couldn't you? Say if you did craft fairs, you could just make up a lot of letters and then people could construct them themselves. So yeah, brilliant idea, Debbie.
Lovely. We've got Philip in Staffordshire as well. Hi all, Claire, your skull is fab. Want to make one with skull gemstones for his eyes. Oh, double skull.
Yeah, thanks. That would be
Oh, that would be exceptional. I've seen the Pyrite skull gemstones that we do. They completely sold out. They are gorgeous, aren't they? £4.95, as I say, for something really exceptional. That introduction to wire work, wire writing, it's just brilliant to kind of get you started and get you addicted. Now, we've got an amazing kit. We've only got 46 opportunities available, so what we want you to do at home is we want you to trust us that we're going to do an amazing price for it. And as soon as you see this item code appear on screen, you need to be checking out your order. It's Tonal Bliss with Claire Macdonald. We've got huge, I don't know if I'll be able to hold them up. They are absolutely massive agate strands. You're getting 2 of them. Look at the size of those, 700 carats on each. They measure 70 by 45 to 115 by 71. And you're getting 5 pieces on each strand. They are Brazilian red agate. Can you hear how beautiful they are when they clink together? They're absolutely gorgeous. Each and every single one is completely different. And the way that we've dyed that agate brings out those kind of beautiful hues and the kind of rings that they have running through them. They're gorgeous, aren't they? So they're huge. I'm going to put them down because they kind of hurt. They're kind of really, really very heavy indeed. And I don't want to break any of them, though they are completely and utterly sturdy. And also, we have tons of wire. Now, we're going to start with the half round wire. We're getting 3 meters of the 0.8 and 3 meters of the 0.6. And this comes in this beautiful copper colour. If we've never ever seen half round wire before, Claire, what is a half round wire?
So half round, if you sort of looked at if you cut it in half, so you were looking at the like a cross section of it, it would be exactly as it says, so half around. So you've got the round side and then a flat edge. So what that makes it wonderful for...
A bit like a semicircle.
Yes, yeah. So what that makes it wonderful for is for wrapping round, so binding. So you can get beautifully neat results by sort of putting your square wires in a line and then binding it together with a few wraps of the half round.
So that's 6 meters in total of that in the 0.6 and the 0.8. When we say 0.6 and 0.8 for all you lovely new viewers, that relies on the gauge basically. That's the millimetre of the gauge itself, and 3 meters is obviously the length. And then we've got some square wire. I'll quickly tell you the measurements and then we'll explain what square wire is. It comes in antique bronze, it's 3 meters of each. You're getting 0.5, 0.6 and 0.8. Claire, what is square wire?
Again, it's the, so if you looked at the cross section, so rather than it being the round, so you've got a square, so you've got those nice flat edges, so that when you butt the wire together, rather than sort of all the rounds sort of not particularly sitting together so neatly, they go flush with each other. So you will get beautiful, neat, almost like a machine-made look to your jewellery. You can do beautiful bangles, beautiful cuffs.
Really gorgeous. So this is an exceptional kit. Already a quarter of the stock is gone. You're trusting us on that price. So you're getting, in total, you're getting 15 meters. Am I correct thinking there across the 2 wires? 15 meters of wire. These huge 1,400 carats of agates. And you know what? If you were to buy it all separately, it would be £40 and 90 pence. But we're going to do a really silly price. We're going all the way, guaranteed, Phil says to me, under £30, so saving you already £11 at least. Incredible. Wait for those arrows to go down. Everybody pays that final price, £27.95. That's amazing. We'll have a little look at the finished samples in a moment, but remember that it's only £2.95 P&P per day, regardless of how heavy these are. You're getting 5 massive pieces on each, aren't you? And if they're 700 carats each, they're over 100 carats for sure. They do have a drill hole as well in the top, so you can use them kind of in a bib-like form. They are just beautiful, aren't
and people use them, you know, as bases for their, you know, their gem trees, so their, you know, trees of life. I mean, I think they're beautiful, sort of, just hanging them from, say, monofilament in your window, and you don't have to,
and the sunlight.
Yeah, because I mean, they're gorgeous colourings.
They're really lovely. They're actually, I'm not lying to you, they're very heavyweight indeed. Real substantial, beautiful, genuine gemstones. Absolutely exceptional. Well done to everybody going for them. Congratulations to Gail in South Gloucestershire, Josephine in Greater London, Sue in Carmarthenshire, Avril in Essex, Lillian in Greater London, to name but a few. We don't have a lot of stock on this, remember. Well over half the stock has gone. You've really got to be quick. Do check out your baskets. Laura, you need to do that. Julie, Kerry, Brian, Susan and Lee in Cardiff. What we say by checking out your baskets is if you've allocated it on the website, somebody on the phone lines may take priority over that. Lovely Bernadette in County Carlow has said, I can't wait to get my DVD. I want to make my daughter, oh wow, how do we say this name? Kaomi? A pendant with her name on. Oh. Sorry, Phil's just sneezed in my ear. It's beautiful jewellery. Oh, well done, Claire. I have no idea how you pronounce that.
No, Bernadette's lovely, really lovely.
Lovely. Thank you so much. And look, if you did get the the sugar skulls from earlier on, they work perfectly.
They work,
as well.
yeah. Really nice base at the back of that as well. So works really well with the white.
I've got a bit of a question for you next from Denise in Norfolk. Such lovely work as usual, Claire.
Oh,
Can you advise how to link a Z with an S, as my granddaughter's name is Jaja? What a glamorous granddaughter you've got.
Well, we're going to be doing S's, so a Z and then an S. Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Lovely, thank you. To see how interactive we are at Jewellery Maker, please do send us a text, 60777. Anything you want to see, lovely Claire is here for you. She's our guest designer, she's our expert, and she wants to be able to show you as much as she can. So just let us know. We've had another text in. Josephine in the West Midlands. Hi, great show. Love wire writing, but I have difficulty in writing the T-R-I in the name Beatrice. Beautiful. Oh, your beautiful granddaughter Beatrice. Any tips, please, Claire?
Right, okay.
Try.
Have a little go.
Can you try that one?
Yeah. Okay. We'll have a little go.
Okay. Should we have a look at what Claire's made from the kit? Remember, we've only got a few of these available. Talk us through what we've got, lovely Claire.
Yeah, so it just sort of, because you've got all that wonderful wire, so, I mean, I went a little bit, I've prong set them, one of the slices, so it's sort of building the, at the back is a prong setting that holds the slice, and then just sort of give it that added security. So I've just sort of coiled up all the square wire, the different gauges. I think a couple of the heavier gauges in there, and then so you can setting them as pieces of jewellery really on the 1 mil. Almost like a torque necklace, really.
Lovely. And the findings that you've used from the Jewellery Maker website, were they the rose gold?
Just like the copper-coloured findings kit. Yeah. So just like a standard.
You can see how reflected they are, aren't they? They're beautiful. With our studio lights, that red agate is really coming to life. Now, we've got loads to show you, so we want to squeeze in as much demo time as we can. I will not interrupt Claire, I promise you, because I know that you guys want to learn with us at Jewellery Maker. So take it away, lovely Claire.
Okay, so if we start off, let's have a little go. So again, using starting off with our wire writing. So we're going to be working with the square wire now. So we're going to treat it pretty much exactly the same as if we were working with a round wire, but obviously we want to pay a little bit of attention to where the edges are. You will get, don't get too hung up about it though, because you get lovely effects when it twists as you're sort of curving it round. So sort of just enjoy it really, because it just gives you a slightly different look. So if we start off again, so tools wise, so chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, your flush cutters, just standard tools. And I found it easier, although I usually work off the reel with the round wire, because I've got a bit more spring to this, because obviously it's been worked a little bit more. I've been tending to sort of cut the length. So obviously with that, you need to make sure that you have got enough. So it's sort of always best to go a little bit longer than you think you're going to need, because you don't want to get right to the end and then you've run out. Yeah. So hopefully that won't happen, but we'll see. So if we start off, so I'm going to do the. If I do the word, if I start with, I can do bliss or bless. I'll probably do bliss for you, because then we can get to see how an E is quite a natural curve letter, whereas an I, I can show you how to do like the sort of the long, so the stalk and then the little dot at the top. Perfect. So if we go through that, so there are quite a few letters there, and we've also got, which can be a challenge in wire writing, is the double S. So if we start to go through. So when we start, so we've cut off the reel and we're going to start, and as we start, I always start with what I call an initial loop. So I'm working now. What that initial loop will do is I always know I have got a hanging point somewhere. So normally when if I'm going to be doing sort of an upright letter, I want my hanging point at this point, and normally my initial loop will be down here. So what I need to create is a hanging point at this point. So I think it was Debbie that had messaged in about attaching your jump rings. So it would be, I'll sort of make a point of it when I'm doing the demo, where you sort of hide at the back, almost like these hanging spaces within the wire work. So my initial loop is going to be starting down here and my hanging point here. But if I've always got an initial loop, I've got a set starting point, which I find really useful for me. So to start that off, I'm just going to so I've got my square wire. So I'm making sure that I'm working on one of the flat edges. So I'm just going to start and turn that loop. So I'm working quite a narrow point of my pliers. I'm going to start to turn. Now I want to make sure that I just snip that little straight edge off, because I want a nice tight little loop there. So I'm going to again put my pliers back in, and I'm just going to make that first loop.
Can I ask what pliers you're using?
I'm using the standard, you know, the ones with the sort of the glittery handles, the blue glittery handles that we use. So these are my preferred choices. I've got a big selection of pliers, but this is what I really like to use.
And remember, lots of pliers on our website if you don't have the appropriate pliers yet at home. In fact, in our basic Jewellery Maker toolkit, which I believe is still under £10, their pliers in there would be perfect, wouldn't they?
Yes, yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, nothing, you know, these are just standard. So what I want to do now, so I've got my first loop, so we're going to be going into the B shape. So if I'm just going to try and go along, so I'm just going along that straight edge, because you can see with this, I've got that natural curve of where it's come off the reel, and I want to straighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to go in to do my lowercase b. So I'm going to grip down, and I'm sort of fairly near the top point of my pliers, but not right at the end. So I'm going to grip, and I'm going to go back on myself. So if I hold it from that angle, I'm turning and I'm going to turn and go at the back. Now this is the point where I was talking, so I need to think about a hanging point, and I want a hanging point that is disguised, so when you're looking at it from the front and you're wearing it, you're not going to see it. So you want to create something that's at the back. So all I need to do really, and I can use these pliers as a mandrel for it, I'm just going to press that wire, if you can see, all the way round. So you can see I'm just following the curve of the wire, and when I sort of go a little bit further, so I've gone further than the vertical piece of wire that I started with, I'm just going to take my pliers out, and what I'm going to do then is I'm going to bend back, so I might swap there just so I can get a bit more control there, and bring it back in line, so that when I squeeze those together, if we look from the side, can you see I've got a hanging point? But if I look from the front, I've just got a straight line. So from the side, you've got your hanging point that you would put your jump ring in. So because you ideally want it hanging from the top rather than from that initial loop, because it just wouldn't really sit very well. So you want it to hang sort of from that point. So we know we've got somewhere for it to hang there. You can see exactly what I'm talking about. So if we now move down, so if I look from the front, so I've just got my one line, but we all know we've got sort of like that thickness of the two wires. So then I need to come down, and I want to start creating the round of the B. So I want to give quite a bit of support to the structure that I've done so far. So I'm gripping sort of midway down my pliers, and I'm going to come and just bend that wire round. So I'm going to use now just my thumb, just to start and give that curve of a B. Now you can either work with your thumb, or you can, if we swapped over, so I could use the widest point of my round nose pliers as a mandrel. But I'm sort of taking this wire, and I'm sort of working at this point here, so where I'm putting pressure, I'm just going to turn it round, bring round, and create a nice curve. I want to go all the way round. And the things I'm looking at are, when I'm doing it, so I'm looking at a baseline here, so I want to get it nice and neat, so to try and keep that baseline in line with that one, and I can always move that loop if I need to, or bring that down, but I want to be thinking about the scale. So in exactly the same way with my handwriting, I want to be looking at about a midway, halfway point for the top of that loop to come, and I've just got a nice scale then. So if I just bring that round, and but I actually need to do my next letter. I need this wire, although I've done my letter, I need this wire to be coming in this direction to continue writing. So if we take that round, so I'm just going to go all the way round. So if we look from the front, I'm paying attention to keep that wire. If I've got a doubling up of wires, which you can see from that angle, yeah, I pay good attention that from the front, I've got that illusion of the one wire. So we've got our first letter, and our wire is in the right place. So as with all, say, handwriting, what we want to try and do is want it to be as neat as possible. So I'm just going to bring that over a little bit, and I might give myself sort of just the narrowest point of my pliers, a little space in between. So now what I want to do, I want to have, and this again is your style of writing, so you could have a real sort of swirl. So it could be, say like the L that's on there, you can see the difference there. So we've got that almost like a
calligraphy,
C. Yes.
Isn't it?
But what I want to do, I want to really utilise the effects of this square wire. So I'm going to keep it quite straight. So I'm going to just take that all the way up. So I'm bending up, just straight up, and I swap my pliers over now. And I bring back and forward on myself. So I'm thinking about where I'm going to place my pliers here to get, so I've got good support, and I'm going to bring that back over. So if I bring that like that and squash down, so now I'm going to crimp down, because if you look at it like that, I've got the thickness of two wires, so I just want to crimp that together. So I've got one on top of the other, bring down, so I've now done my L. So again, I'm going to bring that, so I'm back to my baseline. So if we looked at it like that, I've got my B and L. So if we go in and we do the I now. So again,
that kit's virtually sold out, guys. Sorry to interrupt you, Claire.
That's all right.
So my next question is, can you wire write in any type of wire, in any size of wire?
Yes, that is absolutely perfect for if you were, well, for so many things. If you're new to wire writing, you don't need any tools to work with. That obviously something to cut it with, but you can, because it's so beautifully soft, so you can manipulate it with just your hands. But you can also do obviously a lot larger piece of work. So I mean, I'd made something for Phil with that wire.
Oh, like pieces of art that you hang on the wall, or maybe name settings if you're doing tables at weddings.
Yeah, cake
name
toppers,
badges.
everything. Yeah.
Cake toppers would be brilliant. This is 50 meters of gold colour aluminium wire. It's 2 mil on the gauge. Look at that amount that you're getting. £12.95 is exceptional value for money, isn't it? That's amazing. What does that work out per metre, lovely Phil? Let's work out what it is a metre, because that is amazing. It would be 26 pence a metre. Wow,
it's such a lovely colour as well.
It's a great
really
colour,
lustrous,
isn't it?
brilliant.
Do you know the famous golden toffees that you get at Christmas?
Yes, yeah.
It's that exact colour. It's really opulent, really rich, and amazing quality as well. We obviously coat all of our wire with beautiful finishes, so there's not going to be any corrosion on there or any flaking off of the colour whatsoever. £12.95, a real good one if you've just started wire writing. We've only got 15 of these left, so I'm going to let Claire carry on with her demo.
Okay, so we've now gone, so we've got our two letters. So again, we're leaving our little space. So I want to go up and do my I now. So I'm doing almost like a miniature halfway of the L that I've done. So if I take my hand away, you should be able to see there. So little gap, so we've got nice spacing in between each letter. So what I want to do then, I'm going to swap my pliers over. I'm going to grip midway down the pliers. I'm going to bring out at an angle. So I've almost come out, so it's sort of pretty much a right angle. So if I swap over now, again, quite near to the top of the round nose pliers, and I'm going to bring down all the way round. So I'm moving my pliers round, so I want a full circle there, so you can see. So I've now got my I, but I need this wire now to be back on the baseline. So if I just put my pliers back in here and bring down and mirror that, so I've gone back down on myself, so I've now got my I. So we now go into what you'll get quite a lot of words with your S and S. So we're going up and back down, and then we've got to go back up again. So we're going sort of off the baseline up, back down, off the baseline, and back up. So and S's can be a bit more
tricky.
complicated, yes. So if we start off again, so we're back at our baseline. So I'm going to bring up, again I want a little gap because I don't want that S to sort of be too close to the little eye, the little dot on the eye. So if I bring up, and I'm going to go up at an angle like that, and then I'm just going to start that curve off just with my nail. So I'm just going to bring there, and I'm paying attention now to different things. So I want that height to be almost like not the full height of the eye, I want it to sort of come down a little bit. So if I bring that in, so I'm just going to start to create that top bit of the S. And remember with an S, you want sort of like if it was like a snake, so you'd want that sort of that bottom curve to be slightly bigger than the top. So if we work down, so I've sort of come all the way up and I've gone all the way down. I'm going to bring that and I'm going to go, and you can either go whichever, I'll do both so you can see the difference. So this one, the first S, I'm going to go and I'm going to go behind. So I've got the two wires, I'm going to pinch together, and that is now going in the way that I want it to. So I'm going to grip the two where I've crimped them together and bring round. So round at the back. So we bring all the way around, and I'm following that curve. You can see I'm moving my pliers around to keep that shape. I'm coming out here. I'm going to swap my pliers over and use them as a mandrel for the base, the wider bottom S. So if I left it like this, you can see that S, the bottom S, isn't actually following the baseline. So what I can do, if I just move that, so it's coming up slightly, and pull up on this tail, you can see now it sort of follows a little bit more, so it's going in line rather than coming and dipping down. So when I'm happy with the shape and the size of it, I'm going to grip. So I'm going to grip quite firmly and go back on myself, so the wire is going to be pointing in the direction I need it to. So if we look at the back, there's the back and there's from the side. So I need to just squish that down because I don't really want that mega thickness of wire, because if this be a bit awkward to wear. So we've got our first S. So if I just turn that in just a little bit and I come round. So I'm now ready to go and do my other S. So you could continue on doing exactly the same. So again, so we're going to go up this time, but this time I'm going to do the other way. So I'm turning it round. So rather than going at the back, how I'd done before, so if I just show you there, so if I show you from that point, so on this first one, so I've come up and then I go round the back. So I've sort of gone in the back and finished off the S. So this one is going to be slightly different. So I'm going to go, rather than coming at the back, I'm going to go at the front. So I create that loop, that first loop as I did. So again, keeping it in line, keeping it all in line at that point. But this time I'm going to bring it round the front. So if I bend my wire and go at the front, squeeze together and bring round and create my S in exactly the same way, and you'll only see a very, very slight difference, and it's total personal taste really of what you prefer. So if I bring my S down there, swap my pliers over and create that bottom section. So what you're trying to do, because you've got two letters that are the same, what you really need to try and do is get them, to be the same sort of size, the same sort of shape, so that these S's don't sort of stand out as being messy. So if I just turn that round here, squidge together, you'll be able to see the very, very slight difference. So if I just hold those up, can you see how one has sort of come at the back? So this one has come up and then I've created the S at the back, and then the other one I've come up at the back and created the S at the front.
It's so neat, isn't it?
But you've still got, it's a very, very subtle difference. It's whichever, feels more comfortable to you, really.
Sure.
So to finish this off, all you would need to do, because if we were hanging this from a necklace, we obviously need something there because we're coming at the bottom. So the weighting would be all wrong because we've created our little
I'll just pause you very, very
Yep.
quickly. I'm sorry, that was
That's
quite
all right.
rude, but just stop for 1 second because we have virtually sold out of the kit. But we do have a 0.8 in a beautiful turquoise colour. It's last chance on this. It's going to be amazing value for money. Look at that. So that's our copper wire, which Claire's already informed us is really malleable, really easy to use, quite forgiving. Really, really beautiful. 50 metres of turquoise coloured copper wire. 0.8, there's only 23 opportunities. It's £8.95. What a lovely colour. And in fact, it goes beautifully with the antique bronze. This hasn't been seen since November, so it's the last in stock for you. 0.8 is a real versatile size, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it would go with, everything. So you could put your highlights on your, if you got the white wire with your sugar skulls, like you say, it would go beautifully with this wire, or just on its own, it would be fab.
Fabulous. I'm so sorry I interrupted
That's
you.
all right,
Claire.
no problem.
You feel free to carry on now.
So as I was saying, so we've got our hanging point at the top here. So what we need to do is we need to have our hanging point at the top here, rather than create something down here. So it's just sort of having one of these little motifs, so a heart one. So if we just start off, so I've sort of come up, so in exactly the same way as I finished off that S here, so my wire is now pointing in that direction. So I'm just going to do a quick heart. So I'm just going to come out at the same sort of point as where the S finishes. So if you can see there, so where my pliers are, and I'm just going to come out, little curve round, bring round. So what I'm going to make the most of this square wire now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my chain nose pliers, and I'm just going to bend back so that if I look from the front, I've got that illusion of just the one wire. You can see there. I'm going to pinch that together and go back and do the next side of my heart. So again, I'm just going to curve that round. I'm going to come at the front, so I only need one little wrap. I'll just flatten that out. So you can see, if I show you from that angle, can you see it? So it might look from the front. Can you see I've got that bit sticking right out? So I need to correct that. So this bit here. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my pliers and just flatten that out. So that if I look at it from the side, we've got now, so it's going to be a lot more comfortable to wear. All I need to do now, because I've obviously got this tail, is just pinch here, because nothing past there is going to move then, because I've got control of it. The only bit that's going to move is this part, and just wrap round and trim off.
Oh, that's so brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Really effective as well.
It's
Gorgeous
lovely in the square wire. Really lovely.
Gorgeous in the antique bronze colour as well. You just popped it onto rose gold plated chain there, and it looks so wonderful. What a unique piece of jewellery. This is really, really beautiful jewellery making for us. Really inspiring, isn't it? We've got a question for you from Barry in Essex. Afternoon, ladies. What is the best gauge wire to do wire writing with? Many thanks, Bazza. All right, Bazza.
Yeah, different things for different. I think like a 0.8 is really great, and it's really good to start off with. But then I would get one of your little hammers and just go in and maybe work harden it a little bit if you wanted to wear it as say a necklace, for example. 1 mil is brilliant. As I said before,
2 mil.
I mean that's perfect because that's the aluminium wire.
Nice
so
and forgiving.
Yeah. But again, if it's something for you know, when I did sort of the springtime and the little wreaths, garlands that I do, because you're not wearing that, so you can get it and it's just going to be a static piece. You can get away with just doing it in a 0.6 because you're not going to wear it, so it's not going to sort of like be rubbing against anything or likely to catch. So yeah, I mean, have a play.
Thank you so much for your questions. Remember, we are live. You can text us on 60777. Just mark it JM Studio so it comes to us. Also, you can live message us for free on the web. If you go to JewelleryMaker.com, click on Live TV and message underneath. A lovely customer. Hi, Claire. What would you say is the most difficult letter to do in wire writing? Thank you. Is it an X?
It's, yes, X's can be, harder, and a TT.
TT, so Brett.
Two
Sorry,
T's
Brett,
together.
you're difficult to do.
It's you just have to think about them. But I carry around.
Do you often draw them out? I saw you writing them out earlier.
If I just show you, I'm trying to drag out anything.
If you do want to know about how to do any out of them, give us a text and we'll try and do them.
I've spilt my
have you got a
water.
bag full of letters?
Yeah, because
how lovely.
What I often need is, doesn't matter how many times, you know, I've been wire writing for a long time. But so, and when you come on the course, we go through all these.
And that course is on the 24th of April, from my memory.
So I have this almost like as a memory jog. So you talk about an X. So I would think, right, okay, so I've got my X there. So you can see that's how I would do a little X, which is great as well for you know, if you're doing a kiss. So these are all sort of going on the baseline. So the lady that sort of said, if we have a look,
do you remember Zsa and
yeah.
Beatrice?
So you've got different sorts of. So there's a Z like this that you might not necessarily have as a standard Z, but it can work quite well to allow you to follow into the next letter.
Yeah.
So what had we got? We've got a Z and an S, hadn't we? Shall I try and find the...
Zsa. That was Denise about her lovely granddaughter, Zsa.
And there we've got our other Z. Is it coming up all right on the white? Let me...
Yeah, I think we can see that. So thank you to Denise in Norfolk. Lovely Norfolk, you lucky thing living there. Could you help with how the small S would go with the capital Z? Thank you, and 3 kisses for you, Claire.
Oh, thank you.
It's
So
nice,
what was that one? Have we done...
Capital Z, small S.
A capital Z.
Well, have a little look through those. I'll just remind everybody of Free Gift Friday. Have we got any stock left of our free gift, lovely Phil? We've got well over half gone. Spend £35 or more today. So if you are watching us live, just check if you're watching a repeat. You never know, you might be lucky. And you will receive a free Jewellery Maker gift with your order while stocks last. It is super duper easy to order on 0800 644 655 or on JewelleryMaker.com. We have got 30,000 products. It's not going to be hard for you to spend £35 at all. It's all covered by that 30-day money-back guarantee and a £2.95 postage and packaging. Now, we've only got 5 of the kits left. It is Tonal Bliss with Claire Macdonald. £27.95 is exceptional value for money because it was over a combined price of £40. You're getting 15 metres of the wire and I believe 1,400 carats of red agate slices. Aren't they beautiful? Something really different. Maybe you want to try, maybe 2016 your resolution was to try something a bit new. Push yourself a little bit. Maybe your jewellery making's been stuck in a rut. Try something new, and if you get this kit home and you try it and you love wire writing, come down to Warwickshire, come on the course. How amazing would it then be to meet Claire and spend the whole day with her wire writing? That sounds like a dream. Do you not think that's a dream? It's a dream for me, Claire. You're stuck with me now. I'm going to book my place on the 24th of April. Go to JewelleryMaker.com or give Wendy a call, 0800 644 655, and she will be able to help you out. Except she can't today, because it's Wendy's birthday, everybody.
Oh yeah, happy birthday,
so she is watching
Wendy.
from home. Happy birthday, Wendy. Wendy is our workshop coordinator. And if you've ever been to Ivy House, you'll have met Wendy for sure. She's a lovely lady. I believe she's 21 again today. So congratulations, Wendy. Have we found?
Okay, so we wanted a TRI, didn't we?
For Beatrice,
somebody?
yeah.
So if we look here, so if I just move those out of the way, so we've got our
TR and our I.
Our TR and I, so I can talk through these. So when we go up with our T, so you can see when you sort of asked like which is a more complicated, so it's a little bit like an anchor. So we've got lots of those bends going sort of back and crimping forward. So you can see, so I would go up from my baseline all the way up. So if we follow it all the way around. So I'm coming around here and then I'm stopping. I'm not going all the way around. I'm going to create that little loop and go all the way across and then back and then down. So if I show you, that's the back and that's the front. Yeah, so if you can see all the way around there. So if we pop that down, so we would then go back to our baseline. We come up for our R and we can go all the way up, round, and down. But what we need to do is, if we want to get back to that baseline, we need to replicate what we've done, and which is to get back to that baseline. So we would go all the way up, round, back, and how we did with our S's, crimp back. So we go back on ourselves and follow that initial line, and get it nice and fine and behind neat, so that when we look at it, we've got that illusion of the one wire. So we come back to the baseline, because if our next one is going to be an I, we don't really want to be following on from the top of the R. I mean, some letters you can, say if you were going to, maybe you wanted an RS, and you felt comfortable to go from an R to an S here, or we could go to a T, so we could go from that point. But with the I think it would look a bit messy, so we'd want to get back to that baseline here, and we'd go up, and how we did the I in the bliss, and all the way down and back to our baseline. So was it Beatrice?
It was.
So then
a C.
Yeah, so then we'd be going up all the way and follow the curve for our C. So
Lovely.
Hopefully that's how
That's
that one.
fabulous.
Was the other one a Z? Z and S?
Z, S, and then a little A, Jaja. She's an amazing name, isn't it? She's going to have a fabulous life with a name like that. It's gorgeous. I bet she's beautiful.
So if we talk through this, so we start with our initial loop here and go off the baseline. So we go all the way up and across. So if we look from the top, we've got our double thickness here, and we're going back on ourselves because we want to get back over to this point. So we're going up like a 7 and across, going back on ourselves, so crimping all the way back down to the baseline and bring it down. So then we're back on the baseline to do the S's of how we did in the bliss. So we're going up and round, and it's entirely up to you whether you put that little flourish there or whether you follow the lines as we have done here. You'll get different results because remember this is round wire as well. So we're going back, and then we're back on our baseline, so we'd be coming up here to go and do our A. So our A would be coming up and then back on ourselves, so coming forward, crimp it together, follow that line really neatly. So there's the back, and if I turn it round, there's the front. So you'd be going all the way along, back to sort of almost like back on yourself here, coming all the way up and then back to the baseline. So if we put them all together, if we try and get there we are. So there, it'd be a bit like that.
That'd be lovely. How wonderful. So you can personalise absolutely everything. Josephine from the Western Midlands. Sorry, I'm a bit tongue-tied. Thanks, Claire and JM team. So thrilled you took the time to show me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, no, it's lovely brilliant to do that. I love it.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. That kit has, as I say, virtually gone. That turquoise wire sold out. It's been a busy old day on Jewellery Maker on Free Gift Friday. We've got a lovely necklace for you next, which I'm going to stay with you, Claire, because you're going to inspire me of what to do, and everybody at home what to do with this beautiful necklace. I've never seen it before. Look how gorgeous and fluid it is. As soon as your details come in, remember you can order on 0800 644 655. It's only been on air once before. It is a complete necklace. It's the silver plated brass collar. It measures 140 by 20 mil. You can see how beautiful and fluid that collar is. It's kind of like a snake, isn't it? It's very articulated. And then round the back, guys, apologies, you can see big old lobster claw clasp, very long extender chain on there as well. Claire, can you inspire us? What would you embellish this necklace with?
Well, I've got a confession because I've had those in kits.
Have you?
Yeah, but I kept the spare one and wore it out, and I just wore it out.
Just like that?
Yeah, I just wore it out like that, so I didn't do anything with it. But with the other one, if you, all you need to, so if you've got, say, one of your cabochons, so for example, something like that, you can just sort of place that in the middle there, and with some of your 0.4 wire, because you've got all this wonderful articulation going on here, you can just, if you make sure you're getting it in the middle, but you've got plenty of spaces of room to sort of hide your wire and just attach it. If you didn't feel comfortable doing that, I mean, obviously you can use your glue, but you don't need to, because that wire goes in, just slots in beautifully in all those gaps there. So you can really, you know, make it completely individual. But it's lovely to have this, you know, a structure like that, because you can really concentrate on whatever this, you know, that focal gem is.
It's absolutely lovely. You could get your skull bale on there, couldn't you, from earlier?
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
yeah.
And that's silver plate on top of brass, so that's really hard wearing. It's got a beautiful gloss sheen to it. And like Claire was saying, just wearing it on its own is going to really jazz up any kind of outfit, isn't it? So an amazing price point on that. You've only seen it once on its own. It's normally in kits. £8.95.
Wow.
It kind of feels really Italian to me.
Yes,
It's very
yeah.
Bond Street, isn't it?
I love the way it moves. It reminds me, you know, those snake toys.
Oh yeah, really, really gorgeous.
So you
The
could do, I mean,
sheen on
yeah,
it.
you could do something much, if you wanted to do like really elaborate wire work, you could do almost like a a serpent head, couldn't you?
Oh, I like the idea.
So you could have it like almost like from that side.
Fabulous, yeah.
That would be much more like dramatic, wouldn't it?
But it's lovely against the skin. It sits really beautifully. £8.95 is exceptional value for money. It's super easy to order. Please feel free to multi-buy. We've got a very quick message from Denise in Norfolk again. Thank you so much. It's the first time Jaja will have something with her name on it. Oh, Denise, what a beautiful, beautiful name. Wow, wow, wow. I've got another question or comment in from Dawn. Love Claire. She's all kinds of fabulous. She totally is.
Thanks.
Any chance Claire can put a photo on Facebook of all the individual wire letters, please?
Ooh, wow.
I'm wondering if Lovely Words will be able to help you out with that.
I'm not sure. I think you might have to come on the course for that one.
Do you
I have done it. Yeah, there is one. There is one that exists somewhere.
Okay,
Coral found it last time. But yeah.
Okay.
But I'm always happy that if you get in touch with me and you need help with a letter.
Yeah, sure.
Then yeah.
And the next course is available on the 24th of April. Have a little look at JewelleryMaker.com for that one. We've got loads more to show you though. I'm going to leave you in peace for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I know you're tinkering away, but well done. Your kit's virtually sold out. Remember, the wire writing DVD is still available. Claire's first ever DVD, the first of many. We'll leave the details at the bottom of the screen for that one. But we have loads more to show you, including an amazing coloured opal, a blue opal as your deal of the day today. You lucky, lucky people. But now, we've just got some time to squeeze in some beautiful hematite drops. Look at those. They are gorgeous, aren't they? It's bundle time. These are absolutely beautiful. So you're getting the rainbow coloured drops there, and then the beauty of the silver, that lustre there. They're colour-coded hematite. They measure 12 by 6. They're a genuine gemstone, guys. Can you see the beautiful colours that are coming out of the rainbow? 210 carats on the silver and 200 carats on the rainbow on a 38 centimetre strand. If you're making real modern contemporary jewellery, these are gorgeous. If you want to make little tiny bow ties, all you'd need to do is put them back to back, wouldn't you? I'll show you with a blue one and a rainbow one, and you can make perfect little bow ties. And wouldn't they be gorgeous? Do you know what I mean? Or indeed flower petals, they'd work perfectly as. If you wanted to do some drop earrings, wings on a butterfly or a dragonfly, because that's what they're reminding me of. That gorgeous sheen and iridescence of the rainbow. Very beautiful indeed. £11.90 is what you would pay if you were to buy them separately, but oh no, we're going all the way down. What are you going to do? It's kind of a clearancey price is what he's calling it. Just because you're calling it clearancey, £5.95. Get on those phone lines, guys. Come on, this is an absolute no-brainer. You don't need to think about that, do you? £5.95 for over 400 carats of genuine gemstones. Absolutely amazing. I love hematite. It's fabulous. As I say, nice modern contemporary feel to it. Give it a gorgeous twist. It would make the most amazing, impressive cuff, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be lovely? They go well with the black agates if you manage to grab those earlier. It would be really, really divine. Lots of colour, lots of pizzazz. Maybe you're making jewellery for your grandchildren or you're making for craft fairs. On stretchies, these would be perfect as well. That is a real stunner of a deal. Well done to Lee in Cardiff. You've gone for 3. Patricia in Greater London. Belinda in Buckinghamshire. Wow, wow, wow. I want to know how many free gifts you're getting today. Remember, every £35 that you spend, we're going to send you a Jewellery Maker gift. I like the sound of that. Now, we did have some examples. I believe there's some photos on the web of examples. And if we've still got any left tomorrow, now technically it's only Free Gift Friday, but I will have a word with our lovely new Colin and see if he'll let us run it for tomorrow. We didn't have an old Colin. Apologies. Our new MD that is now looking after us at Jewellery Maker. We'll see if there's any left. I'll have a little word with him. And we'll see if we can run it tomorrow morning as well. But there might not be any left. So, Free Gift Friday is where it's at. £5.95. Well done to everybody going for that. We've got more time. We're going to squeeze some more in for you. Oh, luscious, luscious peridot. The outspoken and amazing Jenny Cleary is joining us on Sunday for a day at the races. I believe she is coming in her jockey silks on Sunday, so that'll be fun, won't it, to have a little look at. She loves peridot. Why does she love peridot? Purely because it's that fabulous zesty green. It's springtime, isn't it? As a encapsulated in a gemstone. You're getting 2 of the 8 carats, again, faceted rounds. Think about the time and the effort that goes into it and the skill that goes into faceting a 2mm seed beads. These are genuine gemstones. They're completely natural, and you know what? It's United States peridot, which is very, very difficult for us to get. I don't believe that there's any more that we're getting out of the US mines. So, wow, you need to grab this opportunity as soon as you can. You've got that beautiful brilliance from peridot, haven't you? And a little bit of pleochroism. Let me tell you what pleochroism is. It means from different angles you can see different colours. So maybe you've got the lovely limes that you're having a look at, but also there's sage greens, there's some deeper forest greens running through there, and lovely lemons. Can you see that? Thanks ever so much to our camera team for managing to get so close to see the individual facets on each and every single one of those 2mm gemstones. Now, £13.90 is the price it would be if you got them separately. But what Phil is going to do with one of the most established gemstones that we sell, he's going to do buy one, get one free. £6.95. So normally £6.95 each. But today you're getting 2 of them. Absolutely stunning. A space of beads between your pearl necklaces. How about keeping it really fresh and going with our blue opal? Isn't that nice? Wouldn't that be really pretty? Look at that colour of blue opal, guys. Only half an hour to go until our deal of the day on that gorgeous natural coloured opal. I'll say it one more time. Gorgeous natural coloured opal. Indeed as well, if you went for the Smoky Quartz star buy that was in our 1 o'clock hour. How would that be? Oh, sorry, I do apologise, that completely covered it. But you see how the colour would just make that Smoky Quartz pop? It would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Absolutely love the peridot. Collector in West Midlands, well done, you've gone for one. Do you know what, Cara in Bristol, you are a savvy young lady. You've gone for 2 of these. So you're getting 4 strands of peridot for just shy of £15, aren't you? Or just shy of £14 actually. Buy one, get one free. When does that ever happen? Well, it might happen on chocolate bars in the supermarket. It might happen on your butter or your margarine, correct, Phil? I feel like you've had a deal recently. But when do we see it happening on genuine gemstones? Get these home, use your 30-day money-back guarantee, get that certificate of authenticity and really indulge. If you've gone for your wire writing pieces, can you imagine little peridots in the heart that we just did on the bliss? That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? It's going to go with all your different types of metal and findings. If you have maybe gone for your brushed copper earlier, how beautiful does that go together? Now we've got time for one more bundle. That's the blue opal coming up in half an hour's time. But indeed, we're going to go to, wow, some rainbow coated black agate for you. This is disco. Disco, disco, disco. Love these colours. You can't help but smile when you see these colours, can you? Look at that. That is gorgeous. Double trouble. Means you're getting 2 strands of 80 carats rainbow coated black agate faceted rounds. They're 6mm. So if you went for the black agate earlier in the classic black, that was a faceted 6mm rounds. You could make a beautiful show-stopping piece with this, couldn't you? It would be absolutely exceptional. Really, really glorious. It's all about saving you money at Jewellery Maker. It's all about you being able to use fabulous, genuine gemstones in your finished pieces. How lucky are you, do you feel, when you get it home? You know, when you're able to touch and see and get amongst these genuine gemstones. How much have you got in your stash at the moment you can just stand and look at? 2 of these for £7.95. Less than £4 a strand. That's gorgeous. Should we do a quick neckline if we can? If you did want to go really funky with your sugar skulls that you got earlier in our 1 o'clock hour, you could strand them on a fabulous neck piece like this. I'm just going to give it a little twist as well, just so we can see how glorious that would be. It's nice with a little black dress, isn't it? Oh, hello. That looks really very gorgeous. How do you feel about a disco skull, Claire?
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Really good.
It'd be more than good.
Really good.
What are you beavering away with over there?
Well, I've just had a bit of a glue disaster. I was trying to...
no.
I've just opened, you know, the glue that... and pulled it apart. So, yeah, I've lost a bit. So, I don't know if it's sort of hanging off.
I promise it's not on your face.
Hanging off somewhere.
Are you the kind of person that will tell somebody when they've got something on their face? Or are you too polite?
Oh, it depends.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Yeah. I don't really like. But
Then
then
you-
I would want to be told.
I would want to be told also.
Yeah. Have I got a bit of the glue bottle hanging off my face? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, you absolutely haven't. What do you think to this amazing deal, the rainbow coated agate?
It'd be
Two
great,
of
wouldn't
them
it?
for
Yeah. You could just
$7.95.
have you could have them as the eyes, couldn't you? It'd be really good.
Ooh, that would bring him alive, wouldn't it?
It would.
Really lovely. Now we've got two directors in the gallery and they're fighting. But lovely Ryan just showed us a little sneak preview of our blue opal. That's coming up in half an hour's time. They are gorgeous. A real modern strand for you, a real contemporary look. Maybe you want to try something a little bit different. They cannot help but dazzle. Look at all your customers going for it. Congratulations to Zena in Greater London and Linda in Buckinghamshire. Wow, wow, wow. We have nearly run out of stock there. We're going to get one more in for you. Where are we going to go, lovely Phil? Ooh, yummy. Some really yummy colours. And actually, you know what? If you went for the tonal bliss, this would work perfectly with them, wouldn't it, with those agates?
Yeah,
I've got them
that'd be
upside
lovely.
down. Sorry, can I just flip them round for you? Because they are love hearts. They're centre drilled love hearts with some really gorgeous orange agate as well. In the faceted rounds, they are zesty, aren't they? What a beautiful strand that is. Also, you're getting the hearts as well. So 200 carats on the hearts, 30 carats on the rounds. They're 4 millimetres and the hearts measure 14 millimetres. Yummy, yummy, yummy. That's coming alive. There's something really warming about that, isn't there? And again, like I was talking earlier about when you do some wire writing, if you just wanted to hang one little heart off, how gorgeous would that be? Because they're centre drilled hearts as well, all you need to do is put a head pin or an eye pin through them and you've already got a finding for them, so it would be really gorgeous. They make great cocktail rings, they're a beautiful size for those. So orange zest, we're going to do an amazing price for you. It's the final one of the 3 o'clock hour, all the way down. Everybody pays that lower price, remember, £8.95. I keep reaching for the price because I can't quite believe. It's £8.95. I thought you said it was going to be £9.95, Phil. Let's have a look at all the different colours in this agate strand, because that is beautiful. The warm burnt umbers, the gorgeous kind of padparacha sapphire colours in there, zesty lemons as well, and each and every single one faceted to perfection, aren't they? I love a bit of agate. Cannot go wrong with agate. It's really adorable.
You know, with the when you see the, is it the fields of maize? Is it maize?
Yeah.
You know, that bright yellow. I think that's it's
That's
making
what
me
yeah.
feel like spring.
Really very beautiful indeed. Oh, sorry. Did a bit of a drop there. Wes gave me a look and I accidentally dropped it. A bit scared of him. Really gorgeous yellow agates and beautiful soft blush peaches and apricots on those hearts. They are really quite yummy, aren't they? Well done to everybody going for those. Now, we're going to have a little break. And then in the 4 o'clock hour, guys, we've got amazing deals for you. We've got some peridot, we've got some blue opal. We're going to stock up your stash for you. There's the blue opal. It's the deal of the day. Claire's going to stay with us. So if you do have any further questions for her, she is here on hand. And don't forget, it's Free Gift Friday as well. We will see you straight after this.
Join Jewellery Maker for our Day at the Races weekend. Our designers will have you chomping at the bit, featuring